Here we go. Right. There you go. I know that the microphone's on because the noise bar's going up and down. Excuse me. Hello, Gamer Squad. Hello, Stefan. Hello, Cover Collectibles. Scott. Hello, Vince. Hello, Pyro Rottweiler. Hello. So yeah, here we are again. I've still got the samples at the minute, so I could always see them again, I suppose. See them again, I should say. Oh dear. I need to move that bottle because it's in the way of the chat. Okay. So, if there's one thing that's been popping up a lot lately, it's people in the USA, of course, because they get the stock way before the UK, for obvious reason. But yeah, there's loads of USA fans getting loads of new stuff from Spirit Halloweens mainly, and I'm sure other places too. But yeah, Carrie Ann, Screen Fan 1990, as she's otherwise known, has been out and about to Spirit Halloweens and wherever else, and she's been picking me up some things. She's been picking herself up, obviously, some masks and collectibles. So I said, how's about Carrie Ann, you come on, and let's see some of these new items. Let's see them on Skype, you know. We'll catch up, see you again. And, you know, it's been a while since she's been on. And there's been many people that's come on the stream, shown collections, and then revisited again, you know, with updates, what they've got. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, hello Skull Splitter, hello Mr. Chris Goodwin, GhostFace 93, hello Mr. Dylan, hello Christian. So yeah, basically, was there a comment? But yeah, is there an update on the situation with the customs? Unfortunately not, there's nothing. The what's it called? I'm trying to think the name. Like the distributor has said, look, any updates that go on, mate, I'm going to let you know, so you don't have to ring anymore. Because I rang him the other day, just said what's the latest, and I'm now more worried about what's going to happen with the bloody 2022 stock. You know, is that going to get pulled as well? Because it's ruining Halloween for the UK. You know, what's Halloween when we can't get what we're trying to collect? You know, alright, there's Mad About Horror, there's other websites, there's other items that, you know, people want to collect. Not everyone's fully Ghostface and nothing else. But, you know, for the most part, 2021 is still ruined for us. Customs, trading standards, arseholes. Belfast City Council, arseholes. And here we are wondering what the hell's going to happen with 2022 stock. And I said to the distributor, what's going to happen this year? And he goes, let's not think about that. I says, well, you know, okay, but what's going to happen? You know, we haven't got an answer to that question. So the court case is still ongoing with regards to the 2021. Judges and magistrates and courts, honestly, they're lazy bastards. Because the distributors are, oh yeah, they're not there at the minute. We've got to wait for them to go back to court, and we've got to wait for this. It's a waiting game, you know. All these common people work 9 to 5, you know, so to speak, 8 till 4, 6 till 2. Some people work 12 hours a day. 4-4, 1-1, 7-7, you know, horrible bloody shifts. I hate it. But you know, as commoners, as the magistrates or judges may look at us as, or as retailers or distributors, or common retailers, common distributors, I don't know. We work all the bloody time. What these judges and magistrates do, little shit. They're there bloody pussyfooting about, and we're still waiting for our 2021 stock. Get a bloody move on, you bloody Wiggy's little gits. Wiggy's little gits. But you know, we're waiting. It's almost a year now, for God's sake. Coming up to 11 months. Almost 11 months since the damn thing was pulled. And here we are with 2022. This is normally the time in the next 3 weeks when the UK stock arrives. End of September. And you will not see anything in the Asda's in the UK until at least the start of October. Because Asda's are sods. And they don't put anything out till October the 1st. So anyone that's wanting Asda glows or Would there be Asda Glows this year because there's that type of mask in USA, although smaller kid size? We don't know. But I'd like to think with Screen 5 been and gone, could we possibly get Asda Glows return? So anyone in UK, you will know, and you will already, have this knowledge embedded in you. October the 1st is the only time you're going to be able to check Asda's to see if there's anything resembling an Asda Glow or anything resembling GhostFace whatsoever. So yeah, here we are, almost 2023 as it says in the chat, and we're still not got the 2021 stock. It's still in the same damn place. And yeah, what's going to happen this year and what's going to happen next year, Let's have a look. A lot of scalpers buying out things online just to resell. Why am I not surprised? To them as well. I tried to behave today. Yes, thank you, Dylan. Yeah, it has been a funny weekend, trust me. So yeah, I need some sanity. Anyway, let's carry on. Absolutely insane, almost 2023, says Christian. Exactly. Hello, Darky, how you doing? Oh, Darky, just so you know, did a bit more on Stray the other day. The missus come in, I turned the camera off, she didn't want to be on camera. She did some Stray for me, and then I carried on, and we've got quite far on Stray now. Yeah, carrying on. My work shift is 3:30 afternoon till 11. That's not bad, but it's not good either, is it? Yeah, I've heard worse. Look at me, 4 till 4 today, which isn't bad because you get home, afternoon. But the getting up, that's a git. But they also give me 1 till 1, which is 1 afternoon till 1 at night, or 1 into the early hours of the morning, so to speak. Which can be funny, can really drag that one. And then they give you bastard night shifts, 7 at night till 7 in the morning, which I've done similar in hotels back in 2005, so quite a while ago. But yeah, night shifts. I didn't want night shifts, but in an effort to make positive changes and adjust my attitude with my therapist and other half, I've got to show willing, and I've got to show that what I'm saying is true. And I'm not bullshitting, which I'm not. So unfortunately I've got to suck it up with a lot of things just lately, and I do mean a lot of things. I've got to suck it up and just carry on. And trust me, I will persevere, because when you're determined, and when this is determined, I will not bloody stop. I promise you that. So there you go, said on stream. I am determined to make things good. Should I have the same determination we're going to customs trading standards and nicking our stock back? God. But yeah, I'm dying for that 2021 stock, man. Yeah, tell me about it. It's me, Alex. I made a YouTube account for this. Captain Casual. Alex? Which Alex? Maybe some Glow EUs. I wouldn't count on it. Don't go thinking EU stamps are being made with glows, because I don't think they are. I do need to speak to RJ about a few things at the minute, but yeah, we'll see. I wish for Glow EU, Sally would just got Ultra Glows. You know what? Ultra Glows are better than nothing. Oh, here you go. Screen Fan 2008. Hello. I work 8 till 6. Bloody hell, easy shift. Easy shift. Yeah, that's the attitude to have right there. Well, it is not easy. She's here, yes. So Carrie-Anne is going to come on in a second. We're going to do the Skype call. I don't know if she's going to go off a computer camera or additional webcam that she had in storage. We'll see. But, oh, Alex from Facebook. Hello, thank you. Yeah. I got you now. I've got you. Yeah, I actually watched it because I wasn't able to watch a stream. What's that? The Stray one? Okay. I think that's what you mean, the Stray one. Yeah. Glow or not, at least. I hope they'll do. Well, who knows with the EU stamps. The main gist with the regular EU stamps, polyshroud, standard, EU, is that they was pricey to make. And we know what happens these days, don't we? Everything goes up. Everything just keeps going up. fuel prices, bloody hell, energy prices, gas prices, oil prices, shopping prices. Jesus Christ! You go to the bloody. I go to get food at work, and it's £5, £6, £7 a bloody time. I've got to stop eating shit, to be honest. But yeah, just everything goes up, and the main arrival of the ultra-whites was because of the mass retailers moaning their bloody head off at the cost of EUs. So Fun World went to the factory, says we've got to do a cheaper, decent quality mask, which ended up being the ultra-whites. And yes, before the comments start, I know ultra-whites are not preferred and mostly hated. Even RJ knows that. But when it comes to financial reasoning and factories and equipment and machines and molds and blah blah blah, it's more sustainable to make ultras. And again, yes, I know we as collectors would always prefer an EU stamp over an ultra. Of course we would. It's like saying to somebody, fantastic faces or fearsome faces, and they go, whoa, yeah, it could be either one, but I probably have both. And then somebody's saying, well, fantastic faces or Asda Glow. Of course you're going to go with fantastic. But it's not our decision as collectors. And yes, we know what we want, we know what we like, but it's not for us to have the control of the factories, what they produce, how many they produce, and the mass retailers' decisions. It's the mass retailers only that make them decisions. And what can we say? They mess it up for us as well, just like customs and trading standards have. Bastards. Simple. They depict what we get. We don't. We show interest, but they depict what's sold and what's going to be produced. So if Savers or Value Village in the past, yeah, they did good because they brought us back the metallics. And even better, you know, metallics were in 4 colours when they first come back years ago. About 2009, 2010, I think it was 2010, maybe 11. But yeah, Savers Value Village in Canada and USA got us some metallics back. So these mass retailers, one of them mass, ordered thousands and thousands, got them, we were seeing them on the pegs, and we were buying them. And then yeah, fortunately the EU went, the ultras came, and they bought loads of them, and they bought loads of 2016 silver chromes and blah blah blah, you know. But at the end of the day, money talks, mass retailers talk, and they ruin it for us with the collectible items that we desperately want. So what can we do? Not a bloody lot. Someone find out who they are, who they talk to. Do we know a hacker anyway? So, this mass retailer wants thousands of these. Okay, we'll do it. We'll make them. But yes. Let me catch up with the chat and we'll get carry on in a minute. Just want to see them back on normal polish rods again. I just don't want to have to pay 50 plus euros for it. Yeah, exactly, that's the problem. Gas is down $1.30 with yeah, my car runs on diesel, the missus car runs on diesel. The diesel price down the road is £1.79, which is bad. And the unleaded I think is $1.49, $1.50. I think I'd have to double check on that one. But at the end of the day, fuel is still too pricey. It has gone down a little because it was almost £2 the other week, but it's still too pricey now. Right. Honestly, I'd be fine if they just charged a bit more to cover the production costs. Yeah, exactly. That deluxe to ultralight being the economy. Yeah, well, it's if only it was that easy. If only it was that easy. Another mask I'd like to see again would be the Scarecrow. I work in cyber security if you need a hacker. Let's not get too daft. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's sometimes you just sort of think like that. But in reality, it's not the way to go, is it? But yeah, thank you, Christian. Andrea, I won't get your hopes up for the Scarecrow, I'm afraid. RJ's interview is like, well, never say never, but they're probably not going to revisit it anytime soon, which is a shame. Okay, let's have a look. Right. What we got here? Okay. Alright, let's see. Love the new Chromas, probably my favourite, the new ones. Yeah. So the Chromas, again, I've not seen any of this. I'm UK, of course. But yeah, the Chromas are in kids size and adult size now. The Asda Glow sort of type of masks are kids size from Spirit Halloween. So let's see some of these masks anyway. Let's go get Carrie Ann on. Let's get her talking. Let's see her. And let's see some of what Carrie Ann's been purchasing. And she's got me a few items to send over as well. So it's going to be another box from Carrie Ann soon. We're going to work out a trade deal, whatever it is. And yeah, I should be receiving some of these items soon. And just a bit of a random one for you. Anyone out there in USA, you come across any, this is off topic, but if you come across any trick-or-treat Pokemon packages, get in contact with me please, because the missus collects them and they're very hard to find. Now Jordan Pearl, or Jordan Pearl as it seems to be spelled, but Jordan Pearl, he's managed to help me out with some. But any extra is always a bonus. So there's these orange plastic packs of like these Pokemon cards, and they're like trick-or-treat Pokemon packs. And they've got 40 individual packs inside of these orangey bags. Again, there's some price gouging, some bitches out there that are eBaying them, but not many at this time. But yeah, anyone comes across any in USA, just give me a nudge. And they're going to be about $15, all going well if they're reasonably priced. Which Jordan's found a couple and he's helping me out with them. Got to sort out the details. But yeah, anybody else comes across these trick-or-treat Pokemon packages, around $15 is what they should be. Give me a nudge on the contact link on the site, or Facebook or Instagram, whatever you know me on. Right, moving on. Let's continue. Let's get Skype. Let's get Carrie Ann on. Okay, Carrie Ann, if you're watching, mute the stream that you're watching now and listening to. Give it a mute, and then go through the audio of the Skype call, which we'll do now. So keep an eye on your Skype. I'm going to press to ring you. And I'll just catch up with the chat before I press. Does the kid size mean that the mask is smaller? Well, yes, and Carrie Ann's going to show that in a minute. As well as it's the only shroud is tighter. No, I think it means the mask is smaller. As well as one of the pumpkin ones in the wild from a specialty. Oh, the zombies were brought back again, which I was happy to see. Picked up a new 22. Oh, okay. Picked up my Pride and Pumpkin from Crypt Keepers 2 weeks ago. Yeah, a lot of USA fans getting these new masks. I mean, I've still got the samples at this time, but I've got to send them back. But us in UK, we won't be seeing this new stuff for bloody weeks yet. So, USA fans, I know you're used to it and it is what it is, but think yourself damn lucky, because we will not see this for another month at least. What are we now? September the 4th? Yeah, we won't see stuff until at least October the 1st, and that's in Asda's, if they have GhostFace stuff. Otherwise, it's an online battle, eBay and whatever websites that you know. Again, Mad About Horror's the one you want to look at for the main choice. Right, here we go then, Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, you will probably not see me on the video call, but just worry about the audio and listen to what I'm saying, you know what I mean, without me being nasty. You'll hear me, but you're probably not going to see me. So just talk as if I am there, and let's get this started. Here we go. There we go. It's there first time this time. Look, when we tried to get Dylan on, it was being a pain in the backside, wasn't it? Displaying the window. Dollar General. Here we go. Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
I can't see anything.
Can't see anything.
Oh, there we go. Wanna play a game?
Hear me?
There we go. Who's that? I've seen her before somewhere.
You might know me.
I've seen this lady somewhere in Vegas. I'm sure I stayed with somebody who looked just like her.
Alright, is it pulling up now or no?
I've got you. Yep. We can
Okay, so
see.
you can see me or no?
I can see you. Yes. Looks a better quality camera. Is that the one out of storage? Oh, it's gone off again.
Oh, hold on. We're figuring this out.
There you go.
Alright.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hello,
I'm not good
Carrie-Anne.
with the computers, so forgive me.
All these masks behind you, why are they still there? I thought we was going to ship them to me.
Oh, no. Nope, unfortunately not.
Oh,
And
I don't
I
know.
tell you, there's some serious lag time between
Is there?
um, the stream and, yeah.
Oh, there will be. There will be. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be alright. No big deal.
Okay. Right then, Carrie-Anne. Well, welcome back. Good to see you. I've not seen you camera-wise since Vegas when you sat next to me in that particular room. But yeah, I've seen you obviously on a quick messenger recently. But yeah, it's good to see you. Got a Wes
Yeah, good
Craven
to see.
top on.
Yep, he rules, right?
He does rule. Wes Craven rules.
I don't know if anybody's seeing this. He
There
does
you
rule.
go. My God. Aye. Look at those fluorescents. Look at that white shroud. It all needs to come to UK. That room's too small to handle those masks. I'll free up some
I
space
know
for you.
it. You know now for sure because you've been sitting in it.
I know that room.
It's a tight squeeze, yeah.
Well, look at her. She's drinking out of a jar again. You can't do that.
Okay, okay. All the people that are out there, tell me, they sell these at Walmart. Okay, y'all know this.
This freaked me out when I saw it.
He thought this was so weird. I drink my iced coffee out of these sometimes, and it's just an old mason jar. But
Yeah.
I was drinking this. He was like, "What are you drinking out of?" I'm like, "It's a cup." He's like, "No, it's not." He's like, "That's a mason jar." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's a normal thing to be drinking out here." So.
Yeah. Yeah, it was when I was at Carrie-Anne's house. Her husband cooks a good fry up, by the way. Anyway, yeah, I was at Carrie-Anne's house, and I just saw this jar on the side. I was like, "What the hell was this?" It looked like, I didn't know it was iced coffee. I didn't know iced tea or whatever. I didn't know what it was, and I just thought, why the hell would anyone try and drink out of a jar? That ain't right. And I remember, yeah, she says I brought her up on it. I was like, "What's this? What are you doing?" Because I was like, "Don't use a glass. Don't use a mug. Or a beaker. What's all this about?" So it was very strange for me personally to see this mason jar, and I was like, "You can't drink out of that." And then she drunk out of it. I was like, "Okay, you can drink out of that."
that and my black cutlery.
Yeah.
You were amazed at that too.
Yeah, the black cutlery. That's weird. She said, "I don't want silver cutlery in this house." I was like, "What? What's up with silver cutlery? It's the most common in the world." Right. Anyway, carry on. Before we veer off on kitchen related, you've been out and about and you've been buying whatever you could. You've been clearing pegs. You price gouging little swine.
I know it, and I knew I was going to catch some slack for that too.
No, you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been clearing pegs for good reason, not to price gouge, which is good. But yeah, you've been in Spirit Halloweens and wherever else. But what have you been acquiring, Carrie-Anne? Let's show the stream what you've been picking up.
Okay. So I literally have 3 big bags of, just spirit bags.
Okay.
So one's for you, one's for Lindsay.
Oh, Scottish Lindsay.
And then one's for me.
Ah, one's for Carrie-Anne.
Yeah.
We got to settle up.
I just went in and I cleared out, let's see, the glow in the dark.
Hello, Douglas.
Ultra whites. Yeah, the glow in the dark ultra whites. I snatched all those up, which they only had 6 on the pegs, so I just grabbed them. And then the crumbs, the second trip that I made yesterday. I just ended up grabbing all of those because Lindsay wanted some, and I figured I had such a huge response of people from the UK messaging me about the chrome masks. Figured I would just grab them and just send them to anybody who couldn't get them, because I know that you guys are having such a hard time right now.
Oh, yeah.
Not for price gouging prices either.
Yes, so, for reasonable prices. Yeah, we don't even know what's going to happen with this year's stock. God knows. Here we go then.
What y'all see on the back is this plus shipping. I don't play around. But this is so silly, but I bought 3 of these because they're so cute. But look at how tiny.
What the heck? We need to see. You know what we need to see? We need to see a standard mask against it.
Okay, here.
Like a normal size. Holy Jesus. So that's a standard ultra, and then a kids ultra. Jesus Christ. They're actually a different size. In the Asda, in the past, the kids ultras were like a quarter the size of a normal mask. So yeah, they're actually a different sizing on the classic child one. So that's a new size, so to speak, with regards to the kids ultras. My
They
God.
are so stinking cute. I saw them on the peg, and it was like I had showed Lindsay, because I walked her around Spirit, and she was like, oh my gosh, she's all looking, you know, and I said, check out these child masks. And she looked, she's like, they don't look no different. So I went and I grabbed another one. She's like, oh, you gotta grab me one of those, please. So I went and got her one. So, but yeah, they're pretty cute.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a couple of them, because
Okay.
you just usually don't see the child, you know, stuff on separate header tags and things like
That's
this.
true,
So I
yeah.
just went ahead.
Yeah.
So,
It's weird
yeah,
that we
so
got
I grabbed
GhostFace lives on one and not on the other.
Yeah, and that was the other. This is the only thing I'm going to show you
Yeah.
that came from Spirit that has that logo on it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yeah, very weird tags this year. I mean, they still have, you know, they still have the, you know, Ghostface and his knife and all that on there. It's just very, very bland tags this year. But that, I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
I guess I don't always filled out with stuff, but
very plain.
So, yeah, very much so. But you know, RJ had commented on my Twitter and was like, you know what? He's like, you guys just keep your eyes peeled. He's like, trust me, there's more to come. So I was like,
so as cryptic as ever. Interesting.
Like I said, I got bags on bags in here. So now I'll just show you these because they're on top. I actually got these from Crypt Keepers.
Okay. Crypt Keepers. So yes. Patriotic.
The 2022. I want, if anybody has a spare 2021, I want the one that's got the darker blue in it. Yeah.
I could maybe help you out there, because I've got a spare. Yeah.
Really, really like one of those, just to, you know, because if you can see such visual differences between, you know, 1 year from the next, you know, I would really like to be able to have those, just so you can kind of see how cool it is.
Okay.
So, yeah, most everybody's probably, you know, seeing that right now. So.
Just for the record, I'll just pause you for a second, Cav. Just for the record, anyone watching the stream, RJ is aware that this year's blue is different to last year's blue. RJ has also been told that people aren't too keen on this year's blue, and he made a note of this on a Zoom call the other day. So he does know that fans are more appreciative of the darker blue from last year. So whether that means the lighter blue from this year is going to stop, I don't know. But he was making notes when I was telling him stuff the other day. So who knows? But yeah, the darker blue's preferred, and as Carrie Ann says, and there's other fans that said I liked last year's better than this year's. So we'll have to see what happens. But okay, Carrie Ann.
Since you did have the sample mask of that, maybe you can tell me, is it like a does the blue have sparkle in it, or is it just like a dark blue?
No, it was just a dark blue.
Just a dark blue?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the pictures, when I start looking at them, they're a little bit deceiving. I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool if that had, like, you know, like a little bit of flake in it. Mm-hmm. Like it pops, you know?
Yeah, the sample's back with the distributors because it had totally different hood on as well. It's a shame, though.
Now, I didn't get a chance to see this one. By the time you had showed it on that last stream,
okay.
that you did, I had to go. So when I got this from Crypt
Keepers, okay. So that was your first time seeing one then?
Yeah. Super cool. I thought maybe they were going to come painted, and it's just, that's the color of the plastic. So I really like that, you know, obviously less chance for chipping and anything like that. Because when I got mine, my tags, like, I like Crypt Keepers, he gets some good stuff, but that man don't know how to pack nothing. And it's like, threw everything in a box, and then he threw the bubble wrap on top of it, and so my tags got bent, and I'm like, I know he's part of the community. Like, he's got to know that people are
not happy.
They get pissed off about peddly little things like this, you know. And I opened it, I was like, God dang it! I'm like, you bent my tag, dude. So so here's the pumpkin. And I remember years ago when you had this in the back of your stream.
You're still here. I've still got the Scrumpkin, what Clive originally did as a KB replica. Yeah, I've still got it. And he brought all the other ones back off anyone he could, so it's very rare to see him now. But yeah, pumpkin or the citrouille in the French text. Oh, by the way, I did ask about this alternate bilingual language to RJ. I says, RJ, why the hell? I says, why on almost everything now we got English and French? What's going on? And apparently it's new rules and new regulations that are depicting it, and it's going to be on more and more stuff in the future. So that's why we're seeing English and French on almost everything now, as well as the GhostFace Lives, you know, which they're trying to use more to get the trademark in future. But yeah, he did answer the question. I was like, right, I can tell them that on the stream. He says, yes, you can tell them that. I says, okay. So yes, RJ causing trouble again. What else we got?
Alright, so this ain't... I just picked it up so that I can have a different variant.
Ooh.
And I'm sorry, as this is like playing back because I can see the stream, you know that window I got, it's just beaming in because the way that the sun is setting right now, it's just beaming in at me. So it's leaving a little bit of a glare off of these tags, so I'm sorry. But
it's alright when you get close.
Yeah, one thing that I did notice was the difference on the dates this year. You know, usually you have, you know, like April to June, and then it'll have, you know, the year. It's like a weird coding on the back.
Like a number jumble, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that the first two numbers, it says, can you see that good?
I can just see a glare at the minute. Tilt it down. Oh, there you go, got a little bit. Or maybe tilt it up. It's a pain in the arse, that thing. Put your hand over it again.
Okay, let me do the camera. No?
No. It's just a few black stripes and a big glare of white.
Okay, well, it's got the item number at the top, you know, and it's got its barcode, and then up underneath it where it would usually say, you know, April to June in the year or whatever months it went through, it says 22 and then a space 04 and then another space, and it's got a really long number. So I was wondering,
April to June 22, I think.
Yeah, that's
04 will be the month, 22 for the year.
Huh? Okay. I was just figuring maybe it was the year 2022 and then 04.
Hey, there he is. Here's my favourite. There we go. My favourite Las Vegas husband. It's Mr. Clint. Congratulations. Oh, there he is. There he is. It's the little mini roll. Nice.
He was just peeping in and let me know he's going to go to the store.
Oh, okay.
So I just figured that maybe 22 at the front was the year, you know, 2022, and then 04 maybe meant April or something.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah. So I don't know why they changed that up. I thought that was a little weird. And all of the tags that I've gotten have been in this type of...
Yeah. We saw some of them last year as well on the Vipers and the DVD stuff, I think, because the Vipers and I think possibly the Scorch, I think there was two of the DVD ones. It was just like a jumble of number code rather than manufacture April to June or Jan to March, etc. It may have been just one, but yeah, I know it was the Viper, definitely. And no matter where the Vipers come from, whether it's Mad About Horror, whether it was whatever else, they've always had just the code on it rather than the month. You got a smell on it? Oh,
yeah, so strong. Yeah. Even when I was standing there at the rack, because I'm sure a lot of you guys, if anybody was looking on some of the Facebook groups and even my Instagram, I had posted just a picture of, you know, the wall right there, and standing like 3 feet back, I could smell these things. It was awesome.
No red marks on them?
Still have the problem of the red kind of rubbing off on, you know, he's got a little bit up underneath his chin, and then the nose on all of them was pretty bad, so I don't think that the camera's picking it up, but it's still, that red is still kind of...
And an eraser doesn't work the magic on them, unfortunately. Yeah. It's the same material as the EU stamps, so that it's good to see the material being used at least. Yeah. We just want some EU stamps now.
So I just picked that up because I got one last year. That was the only thing that I found last year. Now, you know, I come from Vegas. There's like 6 Spirit Halloween stores in Vegas.
Right.
I found one Viper and all looking. And my husband's like, he just told me, he's like, just order it. Just order whatever it is that you want. I'm like, I don't want to order it. I want to have that experience of walking into a store and picking the one that I want off the page.
Yeah, yeah. That's what Clive wants. Yeah, Clive wants that store experience with the Screamer and the Pumpkin, but he can't have it. Yeah. Because we haven't got him yet, and the Pumpkin's exclusive to Mad About Horror, so he can't have that as an experience either. Okay.
Alright, so, like I said, I bought all 6 on the peg.
Oh, the Ultras.
I got 2 in your bag, I put 1 in Lindsay's bag, and then I got 4.
Okay.
But yeah, here they are. They were the first thing that I saw when I walked in there. I didn't even see the metallics. I saw this by that creamy kind of color, and
Yeah.
it's not going to pick up too well on here. But
Yeah. It'll be
so
cleared
yeah,
out a bit, but these are the glow mask, yeah. Can we have
mm-hmm,
Can
yeah.
you do a comparison with that and the standard Ultra again?
Um, I don't know if I have a standard Ultra here besides that signed one up there. I can grab it.
Oh, that one that you had a minute ago to compare with the kids' mask.
Oh, just the kids
Yeah,
mask?
yeah, yeah. Just see the difference.
Okay.
I see the chat going. So classic child, and then okay, yeah. So noticeable difference, I should say. So basically, a spirit glow against the kids' mask.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, and these
And
the mouth paint's like a grey, you say, rather than a black.
yeah. So, okay, so I don't even know if you guys can pick this up with this lighting that I have coming in here.
I
But
can see a bit of it
side
now,
by
just side by
side.
side. Yeah, side by side you can see the left is darker and
Isn't
the
that
right
crazy?
is like pale.
This is the way it's supposed to be. This is the
Yeah.
black, and then it's like this super dark, kind of like a slate gray color, and it's in the nose, it's the eyeliner, it's everything. So I was like, that's kind of
Strange.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
And see, they got this one right here. It's got the Spirit logo.
Yeah.
And this one's got the GhostFace Lives.
Ah, okay. That GhostFace
So,
Lives, that was from Spirit as well, yeah. Oh yeah, of course, because it's just underneath it. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, those tags are shiny.
Yeah, so I tested it out. They glow great.
Yeah, are the glow ones a bit stiffer? And do they have any smell?
Oh yeah, they smell sweet. It's not sweet like the.
It's
Viper,
not vanilla, is it? It's like a different, yeah.
Yeah, it smells sweet. You know, it's just not as prominent as that vanilla smell that they put in like the Vipers. And
Yeah,
I guess
you can tell
because
it's
the
there.
sword came that way as well.
Yeah, it's like the Asdas back in 2013, the last ones they did. There's a little smell. It's not strong, but it is there. Yeah.
And it's not too sturdy. It's a little.
Oh, I can see. Yeah, it's not bad actually compared. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yours, the ones that I got the peg, they were folded in half like that.
That's what they were like in Asda. Yeah, you're like, come on, show some respect. But they just put them on pegs. They don't care.
Yeah. So I got four of those. Let me just put these down. Hold
on. Vince, I think these are just designed for Spirit Halloween, if I remember correct. They're not a global header tag style, as you say. They are basically for the Spirit stores. Just looking at the chat there. Douglas says he's got something for you, carry on. He's got a spear or something for you. I'm just looking at the chat.
Who's that?
Douglas. You know, that drown boy lad. I think I know who he is.
I was just talking to him this morning. I just asked him how he's doing, and because I ain't heard from him in a while, just making sure he was okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just busy. You know, got things going on, some irons in the fire, and.
Douglas always got irons in the fire. I swear he's made of metal. You know what I saw the other day, Carrie? I saw an English Douglas. I was going down where I do at work, go up and down this road all day with these cars. There was a big, taller English version of Douglas. I had to look twice. I was like, Douglas, what are you doing here? But yeah, he was about 6.5 foot tall. I was like, no, it's a bit too tall for Douglas. But he looked just like him in the face and the hair.
Hair?
Yeah. I was like, I've got to get a picture of him one day without the bloke seeing me because I think I'm stalking him or something daft. But yeah, it's like English Douglas. It's just a bit taller. It's probably the chat now going, you what? Okay, what we got here? Oh, metallic.
Just the new blue.
Oh, it looks really shiny. That. That's got a nice gloss on it, that. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Lindsay's favourite colour.
Picking this one up. The overspray in the nose is really, really bad this year.
Is it?
On a lot of them. It likes to go up over the bridge.
Oh, I can see, yeah.
Right,
yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So, but these guys are See, this almost looks like that gray color as well. It's hard to tell
Oh,
because the
okay.
difference with the blue, but
Yeah.
it matches the same color as the glow-in-the-dark ultrawhite that I just showed you. So,
Oh, okay.
and honestly, I just noticed that. And yet, I'm looking in the camera there. You can kind of see it. You can pick it up a little
You can
bit.
see it's like a matte finish as well, and you can see it's dull
Yeah,
rather than a dark.
it's
Yeah.
like that dark gray color.
Yeah.
It's not the black. So I just noticed that myself.
And they can't. No one's found any greens this year, have they? They've only found blue and purple.
I hope they didn't discontinue them.
I'm going to ask RJ about it. Trust me. I'm going to say, RJ, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I'm like, why would they go and they put, the blues and the purples out and
I
not the
know.
greens if they were discontinued?
Yeah. Like when the red went, it's like, why would you take the red away? People love the red, you know. Why is it gone?
Yes.
It's discontinued. I was like, well, why, you know? And for the green to go, that's like the second probably most favourite colour with some people. Why?
Yeah.
But they're ultra-white moulds, aren't they?
20, yeah, they are. You were asking about that.
Yeah, ultra moulds.
No raised stamp.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Oh, well.
So, we had that, and then, of course, we had the purple.
Ah, I do like a glossy purple.
Yeah, very pretty. There was one on the pig that I left there, and he had some chipping on his forehead, which I know that was an issue back in, 2019, 2020?
Yeah, 19 and 20, both years, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I've still got one here with chips in the lacquer. Yeah.
And I'm curious if this is like a standard pricing across the board.
It's just glared out on that one.
Oh, good lord.
What was it, $17.99?
$16.99.
Oh, they used to be $9 then.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, I went and paid a buttload of money for these doggone devils yesterday because they were $16.99 a piece, and then somebody posted one that Walmart's got them for $7.99.
Oh, you're joking?
No, I'm like, God dang it.
Oh dear.
I could have doubled my devils, but our Walmart doesn't have a whole lot. That one in Mesquite, we don't have too much.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one when Clint took me there. Yeah. So
I might go down there and try to find one just so I have a Walmart variant.
So Spirit Halloween are price gouging gits, are they?
Oh yeah. I get so mad every time I go in there because I'm that person when I go shopping. It's Hobby Lobby that gets me, or it's Spirit Halloween where I get a cart and then I fill it, and then I end up leaving with nothing because I start adding everything up, and I'm like, shoot, because all of these masks in this 3 bags cost just under $500.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I mean, if I were to pull everything out, I don't have that many masks.
That's scary. That's scary. Almost $500.
Yeah, because I mean, the metallics were $16.99 a piece. The Vipers were $14.99. The Devils were $16.99. The little ultra whites, the kid ultra whites, were $10 a piece, and then the glow in the darks were $12.99 a piece.
Jesus Christ!
Like, I ended up making 3 trips over the last 2 days because that same day that I found all this stuff, I went back and I got some of the stuff that you had asked for. Yeah. Because I was afraid if I waited until Saturday that they'd be gone. So I was like, well, let me go back and get what I asked for. Jesus. And then and then I went back the other day and a lot of the stuff was gone, but I just continued to clear the rest of the pigs like a bubble. Yeah. So.
Darky in the chat says there's a Spirit coupon apparently.
Yeah, I did. They ended up giving me one. I'm like, dude, they only gave me one. I've been back 3 times and spent like $100-something, up to $200, each time. And
just
I'm like,
one
you're
coupon.
only gonna give me one? Yeah, just one coupon. Like, sure. What are you doing? Steal the whole. All right, and then the one. I got some devils too. I didn't know if you wanted me to open up and if anybody wanted to see the devils.
That's okay. We can see the devils if you want. We've got a couple of chromes here as well.
These ones are my chromes.
Ooh. Chrome GhostFace mask. See, they do not say silver chrome GhostFace mask anymore. You wanted them identified differently last year and this year. So it's just simply chrome Ghostface mask. Yeah, this is RJ's doing, I believe. But yeah,
now,
these are standard size for these kids. They're standard, aren't they?
So it's weird. Let me hold these up because now I'm kind of curious. And I'm thinking that maybe these are standard size. Everybody was saying that the only things that are out right now are the child size
Yes. Yeah.
chromes, and so I just
That's the
took
talk.
that
Yeah.
information and assumed it without actually checking.
Mm-hmm.
And I got adult ones, I guess.
There you go. So when you compare standard size, not all kid sizes. Nice.
Yeah, so that's actually quite interesting because I thought it was weird that it didn't say child on it.
Yes.
And again, I'm just figuring this out right now because I got this stuff home and I checked everything out and then I put them in bags and I set them in my.
Oh, okay.
In my
I'll be curious to find
so,
out item numbers in the future as well.
So here's.
Oh, the chrome and the kids. Okay. So classic child GhostFace. Yeah. I swear that classic GhostFace, the Ultra, they did similar with EUs years ago because Ryan got a load from the Still Screaming documentary of Anthony Massey, and he sent him a box of masks and he says, "Hey, have you ever seen this size before?" And I was like, "No." And they could be the same size as the old EUs that were slightly smaller and that confused everyone. So I wonder if they're based off the same sizing. That's a good question. Good bit of info there, considering.
Well, that makes me really happy. I feel like an idiot that I didn't actually kind of, like I said, we've been so busy these last couple days. It's just like, I just like bought them and was super excited and posted about them, and then everybody was like, "Oh, that's all they got is child size," and I just assumed. So.
But that's a nice mask.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Unfortunately, because of that sheen,
a
lot of the ones that were on the peg, they had some scratches, and oddly enough, they're all like wanting to be up here on the forehead. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's when they sit on top of each other as they're packed in the boxes. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool.
But
now
poly
I guess
shroud.
I gotta get some little child ones there. Yep, and there's pretty good quality shrouds.
There was always a slight difference on the poly shrouds with regards to chromes last year, I believe, and this year. Like last year, the bib styles for the most part, but yeah, the quality of the boxed version was always super, like 100% better quality of polyester. But yeah, this one, it looks the part. That does looks the part. And Vince messaged me with that tag on a black and white picture. Says, "What's these? What's these? The chrome ones with the dodgy header." I was like, "I don't know." And yeah, there we go. There it is. That's what they ended up being. But
so cool. So I got two for you, and then I picked up one for Lindsay, and I've had everybody and their mom messaging me on Instagram. They're like, "Please," they're like, "I'll pay anything." I'm like, "Now, first of all, I'm not gonna do that, and second of all, like, can I just like hold on to them for a minute?
Yes.
Can I just enjoy them and then I'll release them to you?
Yeah. Carry on. Have a look at the back of the header. I think this is on most of the headers. Look at the back of the header of the chrome and read out that warning on the right-hand side about driving.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. And I think it was you that I had talked to. I'm like, they had to put it on there because somebody did it.
Somebody probably did it, yeah. Read it out, go on.
Okay. Warning. Do not wear this while operating a moving vehicle, as vision may be obstructed.
You will have mesh vision.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times.
See if you're driving a car and you put this on your face, like, I don't know. So, I don't think any of the other ones. Let me see.
I drove with a mask on so many times.
I'll say it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, somebody had to have done it, and then they got in trouble for it.
And then Funwheel got a slap on the wrist, possibly, I don't know. And then they said, right, we're going to have to put a warning.
Why did you tell people that they couldn't wear this while they were driving? How dare you?
God. Yeah. And that's just a GhostFace mask. Imagine some of the other masks, you wouldn't be able to see anything. Like the Scorch. God, you'd only got a couple of little eye holes on the original Scorch. And they were cut into like rectangles on the 2022 Scorch. They made a mess. What the hell have they done with the 2022 Scorched? It's horrible. And I said to RJ, what the hell is this? He goes, what do you mean? I says, 2022 Scorched. They've messed it up with their second moulding. What do you mean? I need to see pictures. So I sent him pictures. I says that the eye holes are round instead of small rectangles like last year. I says, they've ruined the mask. And again, he's writing notes and he's taking, notes down of what I'm saying. He says, right, I'm going to look into this. So, Scorch, two versions now.
That picture that you had sent me, I busted up laughing because I'm
Yeah.
like, if you really just take a quick look at it, how they cut the hood, it makes it look like he derpy
Oh
haircut
yeah,
with his
it
little
looks like
balls.
Gail's Screen 3 haircut, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was Gail all over again. They took fashion tips from her. Is what they did.
Yeah, they did. Hello, Kyle. Good to see you. What's this? Sammy's Horror Zone. Hello, Sammy's Horror Zone. Carrie Ann, what type of UV light is best for the retro brighting? I have a Gen 2 I'm looking to get around to doing, says Sammy's Horror Zone. There you go.
I don't. It's like honestly, it's like a Chinese knockoff brand what I use, but I think the it comes down to really just wattage. You can get up to 150, but you just have to be really careful with the UV lights and the wattage that you get because a lot of people like to get a box, right? And then they'll put the mask in and then they'll set the freaking light like right on top of it. That's too much heat.
It's too
You'll
much.
start messing with the. Yeah, so like when I do mine, I have just a shipping box and I lined it with tin foil, and then I created like a tin foil sheet because I'll be like having it on the kitchen counter because when I do my brightening treatments, the whitening treatments, I'll do like I've had them in there for like up to 2 days, you know, and if I'm sitting here trying to watch TV, that light is just beaming. So I made like a little foil, little shield, and then I actually suspend it. I want to say like maybe a foot.
Right.
And some change away from the mask.
Okay.
And even then, it still gets hot because I have to periodically. I put Saran wrap over the top after I put the whitening.
Yeah.
That I use after I put it on top because otherwise it'll dry out and you'll have to keep reapplying, and then you have, just more chances for it to seep and get on the cotton.
Yeah.
And then you can start to really mess it up. So 100-watt UV.
Okay.
Light on Amazon up to I wouldn't go over 150. Like 150 is really pushing it. But that's what I use.
Okay.
Just any UV light. They got a billion different knockoff brands. So and just make sure that you keep it. I would say at least a foot away from your, maybe a little bit more from your mask because then people are going to be. Well, you told me that I could set it here, and now my mask is. That's not my problem.
Yeah, you don't need that. You don't. Yeah. Put that jar down. You can't be drinking out of a jar. No. Stand. I've got a can of Pepsi Max. You remember that when we were trying to find it?
How many stores did we go to trying to find you some dog Max?
I know we went all over trying to find Pepsi Max in your town, in Vegas, and we just could never find it, did we? It was weird because Video Bob, he's in Vegas, of course, as you heard me talk about him. He had Pepsi Max on one of his videos recently. I was like, where's he got it from? Unless he had it shipped, I don't know. But he's always spending his money on whatever. What's the chat saying? Let's have a look at the chat. But yes, hello Sammy's Harazone and Kyle and Vince and Darky and School Splitter and Stefan and Pyro Rottweiler and Stefan. I need to send my deluxe Asda Glows collector's edition to you so you can display it in your back room and get rid of my spots on them. Because it's only you that's had a mask with spots that's disappeared because mine aren't doing anything. Who else we got? We got Captain Frosty. Yeah, we've got a few people chatting. Let's have a look.
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan. Yes, drink real Pepsi, son. Out of a mason jar. Yeah.
Out of a mason jar.
Dylan, like I talked to you on private messages and audio. Yeah. Think of something I said nasty and remember that, okay? You little shit. Me and Dylan go at each other quite good sometimes. Some of the things he says, I get worried about him. I think he needs professional help, and a lot of it. Some of the things he says. He's a very strange person, that Dylan. What's this? Pepsi Max is exclusive for Europe. Is it? Well, chap in Vegas had some. That's what it's.
That would make
sense. That's what Stefan just said, Norwegian Scream. And he's a chap that had the spotty mask that made itself unspotty for whatever reason.
Oh, I'm blocking cameras here. Hold on.
Okay.
I got masks all over my floor.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, while I have him here, just so I can move him out of the way.
Oh, here we go.
A lot of people posted about this too.
Oh.
He's so cute.
Oh, he's got a decent mould on him as well. That's a nice little mask there.
Yeah, he's not too bad. He's pretty cute.
So it's hanging decoration.
Yeah.
A little tag on him as well.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. I might hang him on my tree this year and go buy one to keep. I don't know. I kind of want to. It's like I buy all this stuff and I never get to use it. Like even
Yeah.
like my Gen 1s and stuff, you know, they got replica tags, and I'm like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to do like maybe like a little bit of a photo shoot or something with them, you know, because I have the robe and everything. And then I'm like, well, then I gotta cut the tag off of it, and then I gotta re-tag it, and I'm like, what if I mess it up? So I'm just like, nah, I'll just leave it alone. So I don't have to play with my own toys.
Yes.
But yeah, he's a. It says it's a 36-inch figure.
Ooh, I think mine are that.
$13 at Walmart.
13. Oh, okay. So this is a Walmart, not a Spirit ripoff.
Yeah, this is Walmart, and they didn't have any devils when I went, so I actually found him a couple weeks ago and just picked him up.
It's grab it while you can, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah, it's just like really exciting this year to be able to actually find GhostFace stuff. Last year, I didn't find diddly. Like I think I found some. I found a bunch of ultra whites everywhere I went. Yeah. Party City, Spirit, Walmart, all those places, and I still bought them and bagged them up just to have them, you know. And
yes.
So that's why I was telling you this year. It may have been selfish to go and buy everything off the peg, but I didn't give a rip. Like, go ahead and judge me. I don't care. Like,
no.
I don't sell it to make a profit.
I'm gonna say you don't do what everyone else does. You don't gouge, so it's a different story. Yeah. But no, it's good. If you're clearing a peg for a good reason or taking the last of what's left, then yeah, fine. If it's a gouging some bitch, then yeah, it's totally different. What have we got here? A couple of...
Those ladies, too, that work behind the counter, they're like, you're back. I'm like, I am back, and you will continue to see me.
What's this?
So I got Colton a little PJ set, and again, I'm like, I kind of want to use my stuff and like not keep it in the packaging. So I said on the first night of October, we're gonna wear these.
Oh, okay. So, pajamas.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Why do they release all these things and we don't see nothing on the website of the catalogue? Bloody Fun World. I mean, it's nice to have some surprises, but I'm seriously behind in the range that's out there this year, and I'm a GhostFace bloody website. I should know. I need some upfront information from RJ in future because I never know this is coming. It'd be nice to be told sometimes. That's it. RJ's in trouble.
So they had a lot of stuff. The one thing that did have me laughing was that doggone dog costume.
Oh, the dog costume. I said to RJ on a call, I said, who the hell thought of that? Somebody in our production department.
Yeah, whose dog is that, first of all? And did y'all pay him enough? Because, good Lord, he just looks like they just putting him through all kinds of crap, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so this was pretty cool. And I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't.
Hello, Screen Ghost.
It ain't going to keep nobody warm.
Is it not?
There ain't hardly no material to this thing.
You're joking. Oh my God.
It's so thin. It's so thin. It's ridiculous. It feels like spandex.
Really?
That's what it feels like.
What the hell?
So you can kind of see a little GhostFace right there. So we're just one of those fun Halloween things. So me and Colton are gonna dress up and have a little bit of fun with it. Wear some matching PJs like a bunch of nerds. So we got that. And then I was able to find one of these.
Oh, the door cover.
Yeah. Is that taking the glare off of it? Or no?
The glare is mostly just on the top where the GhostFace writing is and the door cover is, but we can see the image. Go a bit closer. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Ah, oh, that's nice. I like that. That's different. That's different from the previous. Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is it's like a spandex stretchy material. So, I mean, it ain't gonna last but 1 year out here with my heat. But I might go and get a couple of them just to kind of have them. So it's like if you live in favorable conditions, you can use this every year if you wanted to. I thought at first that it was one that you just, like a plastic one that you can just kind of tape up or something. But no, it's like real stretchy, nice, like spandex kind of material. So yeah, so it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, Jordan's just joined the chat. Thank you, Jordan. He's been doing me another favour as well, so thanks, Jordan. He's managed to find some of these Pokemon things that the missus is after, which are very hard to find at the minute. But yeah, see, Vince says here, look, dog costumes get a green light, but lanterns and oil slicks get a thumbs down. It's so weird. Yeah, that's very right. But so
those
true.
Oil slicks, like
oil
a white
slicks.
Oil slick?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. That would have been so awesome.
I saw a white oil slick, you know, and it was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What your eyeballs have seen, I am jealous of.
I know. Anyway, about that special mass. But yes, the other day. What we're
Yeah.
gonna, yes, DVD Devil. So this has always had a
This
more
one-
glossier finish. Yes, since DVD version. Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of yours that I picked up yesterday.
Okay. Is this one with a dodgy date on as well, or is this actually Jan to March or whatever it is? Is it?
Yeah, no, I mean they all have that kind of date on them.
Oh,
All of them.
okay.
Yeah,
So it was the Devil as well.
Yeah, it was hold on. So here's your other one.
Okay.
Let me just figure this
So
out.
these will be coming to UK soon. Oh, yeah. We're gonna sort out a trade and some money. Yeah.
No, see, even like so this is one of your glows.
Yeah.
Same date.
What?
22, yeah, 22
Same
dash
jumble.
03. Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it now. Oh, okay. So 2203 099194 SP1. So 0322, that's more likely alternate of a Jan to March 2022 manufacture date. Because the 03 for March.
The style, the date on it. If we are assuming that that's what that means.
Yeah. RJ, look at that, and in 3 seconds he knows what that is because he's got the codes on his computer. But yeah, it's more for the factories to have a reference and for them to understand rather than us to, understand. But it's not a bad thing. We can work it out. But yeah, looking nice. Them. I've only got one of them. I always wanted a couple more.
What's that?
The Devils. So it's
Oh.
You add into my collection with them because I've always wanted a couple. I always try and get a couple of whatever I can, and yeah, you've done me a favour on that one. And the horn spacing is standard on them. It's not the ones that are too close together, so that's nice as well.
Yeah, there's Douglas told me a little bit of concerning news.
Oh, did he?
This morning. Yeah. Hold on. So he was saying that PayPal has updated their stuff again.
Oh.
And said that, like people, for us, for instance, right?
Yeah.
So I got these masks for you, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna send them to you. You want to send me money? They won't let you do it.
What?
Yeah. I don't know because I haven't read, but apparently overseas transactions and things like that there's something going on with it. Douglas said this morning that you couldn't, that overseas transactions through PayPal was not allowed or something like that. And I'm like, well, that sucks.
Well, there's another way we can do it. I'll just send you dollars over, simple, in an envelope.
No, you just send me
or whatever.
That tag.
No.
And then we'll be good, right?
That tag Gen 1 is not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it's the ugliest Fantastic I've got.
It's not ugly. It's so beautiful.
Oh, it's horrible.
They look better when they're mashed up and disformed like that,
well,
to me.
I don't know, because when Douglas had it as part of the little haul that he got at the time, I said, Douglas, you got to reshape that. It's horrible. And he goes, no, I'd like to keep him as is. I says, okay. I says, well, at the time you come to let it go, keep me in mind. And he did, and he kept his word. And he let me do installments, which was even better. But I looked at it, I was like, oh, this needs air dry. I've done it 2 or 3 times, but it just goes back to what it was. It gives me a V sign. I'm like, yeah, thank you, fantastic. But it's at the back here, but yeah. I showed a picture of the tag to RJ recently. I says, RJ, you remember this? I was like, what am I looking at? I was like, well, the back of the header, you signed it. And he goes, that's Alan and Stanley's signature too. I goes, yeah. He goes, when did I get those people to sign that? I says, well, a while ago, don't you remember? And he goes, no. I said, oh, okay. So he'd forgot that he'd signed the back with Alan and Stanley. And then he saw the pictures like, that's Stanley's signature, that's Alan's. When did you do that? I was like, well, when did you do it, So, yeah, but I said it's a shame the mask isn't a bit more better shape because it's got like a bit of missing material in the middle of the eyes and the forehead. It's like a defect. But it's still a nice mask. It's still a good mask. It's going to be one of my favourites as long as I own it. What's this? I just sent money from UK to US on PayPal. Strange. Should be fine.
It might be something that...
Oh, here we go. Clive's telling us, look. Burt Bench Designs, you got to watch him. International friends and family PayPal payments have been stopped. Oh, okay.
So they're just making you do goods and services so they can get in on that money. Is what they're.
Because they're money grabbing some bitches. That's what it is. Yeah.
They just can't help it. They gotta get them pennies in their pocket.
Well, I'm gonna have to send Carrie on some dollars from Asda then, I think.
Hey, you know me. I'm good. Just mass for mass trade. Just send them on down. I'll send you a box. You send me a box.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't mind sending in a box. It depends what's inside. What's this? They must only allow goods and services. Then makes sense since it's going overseas. Well, yeah. But yes, hello Clive. How are you? Talking of Clive, his Screamer mask, what Fun World obviously did with Clive and Alan Geller's involvement, I believe, has appeared on 3 different bloody tags so far. One of the tags Halloween Depot had, what Carrie Ann got for me. I had them signed by RJ and one signed for Clive. So that was the first initial tag we saw for the Screamer. There's then been another tag and then another bloody tag, different depending on what stores have stock in it. So Clive's Screamer mask, aka Funworld's new release, with hair and without hair, have got alternate tags in the first year they're produced. Not sure if Carrie Ann could see the chat, but what store in Vegas did you find them? I haven't checked mine around the corner, which is Maryland Parkway. Oh,
Maryland Parkway. I didn't know you were in Vegas.
Yeah, Dark is Vegas based. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was at the one on Durango, down there,
Jordan.
by the Coles, just like right off the exit. As soon as you come off of Durango, you take that right into that shopping center, and it's all the way in the back. That's the one that I was at.
Okay.
I went to like five spirits that day, and that was the only one that had anything like that. I mean, it wasn't like I went to one, on Craig, and then they had the glow in the darks or, only metallics. Like, there was nothing at any other store except for the Durango store. So I do always ask them when I go in, because sometimes you never know who's working behind the counter. They could be GhostFace fans too, or you really don't know. And just be like, hey, when are you getting in your next shipment of GhostFace stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, we just got one on Thursday. We're supposed to get another one, this Saturday, usually, on this certain day. And then I'll just make sure that I'm there by the end of the day on that day, because just because they get the truck in doesn't mean that those kids are unloading it and putting the stuff out. So for me, it's an hour drive. I live on the other side of the mountain range, so I got to drive an hour just to go and check. And so it's just a safe bet, pretty much. But I'm feeling pretty good with my haul this last couple days.
I'm going to say you've done quite well considering. Here's I mean, I'm limited on the camera here on the Skype screen, but here's the initial header tag that we saw for the Silent Screamer, which was Clive's design, and then Funworld's, taking it on. So this is what Carrie Ann got me while she was having family time on the Saturday in LA, and I was at Pasadena at Monster Palooza when she brought this. But yeah, and RJ signed the back, and he also signed another one for Clive. And it said "Good work, Clive," or "Good job, Clive" inside. I think he put. But yeah, I'll show that on the different camera shortly, just so we can see it again. What's this say in the chat? Score splitter. The Screamers at Dollar General don't even have a Fun World type tag at all. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. It's just really basic in it, and there's just no logos. It's very strange. What's this say about Carrie Ann? Where is it? Not sure. Oh no, not that one. Dylan says, let's take a shot every time she touches her hair or drinks coffee.
Well, Dylan, I don't need to tell you how annoying long hair is. You just had some, you turd.
What's this?
Yeah, it gets in my face.
Jordan, that's why Tim had me spend $1,000 for him today. I haven't had you spend $1,000 at all. It was $67, and that's not down. That's not down to me. That's down to the missus. Which we will sort out, Jordan, so don't worry. She's already wants to pay you the money as soon as possible, so don't worry about that. And she says, have you had stuff off him before? I says, yes, we've had stuff off him before, plenty of masks. I says, so don't worry, Jordan's perfectly trustable. You got to watch just the way he spells his last name, that's all. JP did it 5 minutes in. Yeah, I know where I'm going to be checking this week, says Darky. Imagine had I got here at the start, says Jordan. Mine was always up, says Dylan. Was he on about his hair? Before he chopped it off, the daft pup. Yes. Dylan, you are a son bitch. You really are.
He knows.
He's actually behaving tonight. He's being reasonable in the chat.
I know he's been a little quiet.
I kid. It's funny, says Jordan. Darky Darko, I haven't even found the vanilla smelling What's Up mask at Dollar General here in Vegas. Well, bear in mind that a lot of people said recently on comments and Facebook mainly, why are we seeing all these scary movie masks? What's going on? Well, if you're not in the know, then you should be in the bloody know for these streams and the catalogues and Fun World site. They just re-released them in USA and Canada this year. That's all it is. And there was a slight redesign on the header tags. So they're now identified with their proper names again, rather than just spoof masks. So you'll see What's Up, Stoned and Smiley actually on the text, which is weird in a little way because RJ had said you're going to see English and French on everything, yet on the spoofs it's just English. So I think it depends on area and rules and regulations and countries and states as to what you're going to see on your headers in the future. And with the UK, who knows, it's probably going to be bilingual, I think. I found one stalker kit, says Kyle. It took me $6 or $7 generals to find them, says Jigsaw. Mr. Jordan. Recording a Ghostface video myself, says Dylan. Douglas, I've been punching here, so I've been away from chat, but I have been watching. Someone asked about the mask with the Gen 1 guide. That would be my Screen 1 mask guide. Yes, and the gloves are thick cotton, says Kyle. Oh, with the stalker kit, okay. But yeah, Douglas, if you was away from the stream, I did see an English version of you recently, and he's about half a metre taller than you, but he's got the same hair and almost looks the same in the face. He's going to go, what? He's going to message after the stream now. What was this about an English Douglas? Yes.
Who was it? Darky. He said, so he's in Vegas. He found some. I went to some of those Dollar Generals. Where did you go that you found any of them? Because I can't. I went to a few and I didn't find jack squat.
Didn't find nothing.
Yeah, I didn't find anything. I was pretty mad. And then I've been going to, like our Goodwills and stuff, because there's actually a Goodwill right across the street from the Durango Spirit that I went to. Yeah, and tell me why they got doggone Christmas stuff out, but they don't have Halloween. I'm like, where's your guys' Halloween stuff? And they were like, oh, we don't put that out until the middle of September. I'm like, but y'all got freaking Christmas bulbs and ornaments, and like a whole row of them. They were like, well, Christmas is like our big seller. I'm like, so you put it out like however many months beforehand? I'm like, can I just look through some masks? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, I'll go.
Miserable bastards. There you go, carry on, says here. Jigsaw Jordan, he says, congratulations to your husband as well. Huge accomplishments, which I am proud of, Clint. He's done good. Skull Splitter, I just need a new smiley. Also, yes, in the States, almost no one speaks French, so having that on our tags makes no sense. I think that's exclusive to the UK and Canada. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with RJ on that. I heard... Oh, okay, Douglas did hear me on about the English version of Douglas. I thought I saw you. Oh, I hope there's not another one of me. Darky, I didn't find anything. Then they looked like they were scalped because an employee told me. Oh, great. Skull Splitter, that was me that asked about the guide. Douglas just had a mask I wanted to identify. Okay, Cut Too Deep. Hello, Mr. Richie. Hey, Tim and Carrie Ann. Hope everyone is well. Been away doing creative things. I know you have. I changed my name as a username here. I grabbed all 3 spoofs from Crypt Keepers. Douglas, hope the vid can help. Skull Splitter. Carrie Ann, the wife, and what's this? Kyle. Carrie Ann, the wife, and I will be in Vegas in October the 14th till the 16th. So Kyle and his missus going to be in Vegas.
Oh, for a couple days. If you need any pointers on where to go, or you just want to meet up or something, just shoot me a message.
I would say you'd like Carrie Ann's truck, but she hasn't got it now.
I don't know.
He's still using the Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing's going. Yeah, it's doing good. No, so I sold my truck to pay for that.
The land.
A lot. Nobody in here knows, but we just acquired a 2-acre piece of land out in my little hometown. It's prime real estate, and so to pay for the land I sold. I had a really nice truck, and I went and sold it to because it was just extra. It was just an extra vehicle, so that we could pay for this land, so we could start building our next home. And so now that the land's taken care of, now I'm trying to go and find one of these new Broncos or just some other kind of truck. Yeah, but they closed the order bank for Broncos for the rest of the year, so I can't even put an order in with Ford for for like 6 months. So I'm like, God dang it. So my husband was like, well, why don't you go out? Because I don't just do guns and stuff. I like trucks. Like we've always had, you know, 4-wheel drive vehicles and, you know, Mustangs and Shelbys and Cobras and all kinds of stuff. So I'm kind of looking for a toy again for myself. He's like, why don't you just go out and get you like a really nice like square body Chevy, or go and get you a Shelby Mustang again. He's like, you loved it when you had that one. And I was like, yeah. So I'm just trying to, this last couple of weeks, I just kind of been looking to try to see what I want to get as my own little toy, so I can drive it around, because I love cars and stuff.
Trans Am, 77.
Well, if they weren't like $50,000, I could probably get.
I know, it's sort of a bad thing now, because we lost Burt Reynolds, and it just made everything go up in again. Everything just goes up, doesn't it? But yeah, now Trans Ams have always been sought after because of Smokey and the Bandit, and yeah, it's, in a way, what I grew up watching and loving is also a bad thing, because it's just made prices go up on Trans Ams now. You used to be able to pick them up cheap, now you can't.
But, you know, I saw one. I follow a company on Facebook called PC Classic Cars, and they're based out of Texas, and they had a beautiful white Trans Am, or like a cream-colored Trans Am pop up, and I was going to tag you in it, but I was like, it ain't even the original colors. He ain't even going to pay it no mind, you know. So I didn't even think about it, but
if only
they got some pretty cool cars. So I've been kind of peeping on them, and they said they can deliver to my door. So if I can find like an old classic car or something, I might.
Yeah.
But I see somebody in here said to upgrade to a new Ranger. I actually looked at them. Yes. The dealership here, they have like these really nice lifted, like Roush, Rangers, or like just, they're like different, you know, lift kit brands and stuff like that, like Waldock, and they have some black ones and things like that, but they're like 50, 60 grand.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, I could go and get one, but I'm like, God, these new Rangers are so ugly. No offense to anybody that got one, but they are just so hideous. I'm like, I can't. I want to get like a real like Black Ops Edition truck, or an SCE truck, or a Black Widow F-150, but those are
pricey.
Yeah, they're pushing 80. So
yeah.
I'm like, nah,
we get Rangers at the airport. They're the most horrible bloody vehicle. We have to bloody move every damn day. They're too big, they're too long, they're too big for spaces, they're clunky, they're noisy, and it's like, God. But that's Rangers in the UK, not the same as what you get in the US. But yeah, somebody says here, where was it? I've just seen in the chat. Sammy's Horror Zone says, Tim and Carrion, what top 3 items in your collections? What's your top 3 items in collection, Carrion?
Oh God, that's such a hard.
I know. I mean, look behind it. There's probably almost sort of favourites.
Yeah, I have so many. It's so hard. I don't know if you. I mean, I got my fluorescent set of Gen 1s, and I got some special stuff, which I had a mask that I was thinking about maybe showing them. It was a gift from RJ. I don't know. Should I show him?
No.
It's not anything like what you're thinking.
I don't know. It's up to, you know what? It's okay. I think you do what you want, Carrier. I think maybe you should. If you want to, then you can. There's always these gits out there that give people grief for receiving gifts just lately, and it's bloody annoying.
Oh, I mean, I totally get it. Anytime I freaking show something that has been as a gift or whatever, I lose about 10 to 15 followers. So I've given.
Jealous
like,
bastards.
If you want to be my friend, cool. If you want to follow me, cool. But I don't give a rip. Like, I'm gonna keep posting this stuff. I don't care what you say. If you want to unfriend me over something, you know.
End of the day, sometimes fans do favours for RJ, or he'll ask for help with something, and we help. So we'll send something as a thanks. That's what it is. People don't like that. FO, quite frankly. But yes. Yeah. But yeah, you can. If you want to show a mask or masks or whatever, then he's not going to let me show the special mask until at least the end of the year. He told me that the other day.
I can't wait for that. I'm so excited.
It's coming. It's the special mask. One of there's 3 masks I can't show anyone. The main beautiful mask He said, "Oh, maybe the end of the year is going to let me show it because it's been 7 years now."
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
I know.
Well, let me answer the question first. I guess.
Top 3.
I mean, the ones that I have on display behind me are, for the most part, besides what I can't show, they're definitely my favorites. It's hard to pass up these fluorescent Gen 1s, which I just find so surprising that there's a lot of people out there that don't much care for these, and that just kind of blows my mind. You know what I mean? But that white shroud was 3 years, over 3 years of looking. I had begged and annoyed so many people, and then Douglas finally caught me. You know, he gave me that break that I was looking for. So that one's definitely up there. And then I actually did a post on this one right here. That's my resurrection mask. That's mask number 15. So that one's pretty high up there. But I see, it's just I is it sad that I can't answer the question? Like, I have so many. I really do. It's hard.
It's hard when you've got when you got a varied collection like some people do have. It's hard to say top 3 or top 10 sometimes, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, you know, they're all so unique, and you know, every single one of them's got different, you know, admirable qualities to them. I really do. Just, oh my gosh, and they're all so different. It's like, how can you have so many second dimple copy Gen 1s and all of them look so different?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know, like this orange is second dimple, and look at how different the pink second dimple looks.
A lot different.
It's yeah, you know, they're supposed to be the old, so it's, if they're in a display case or they're up here, I can't pick. It's just too hard. And there's a few that I can't even show that I'm very, very, very proud to own as well. So
it was hard packing my case in that house of Carrie-Ann's and not taking them fluorescents. I think she would have noticed.
Yeah,
she didn't check the case either.
Nope, I didn't need to. Nope, I knew they weren't good.
I know. But it was hard to walk away from that room.
Yeah, it was nice to see the look on your face, because it was like I had just gotten this white shroud and you hadn't seen one in person or anything like that.
No,
right?
never.
And I pulled it out, and then I pulled it out of the case, and I pulled it off of the, you know, the styrofoam head, and then me and you just started talking, and you were just like,
yes.
I'm like, oh, sorry, here you go. So
yes.
I'm pretty
Let me
proud
have
of
that
the
mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't want to touch it.
I know, it was the first white shroud I'd ever seen. It was the first complete set of fluorescents I'd ever seen in front of my face. It was first time I'd seen a cryptic gauze. First time I've seen many different masks at Carrie-Ann's, and this is a lady that's been here only a few years now, not in a nasty way. And I'm thinking, Jesus. I said to RJ, RJ, these blondes, says you got to watch them. So she's got half decent vintage collection, and she pees all over mine with the vintage side of things. Says, but at the end of the day, you know, I got to experience them and look at them in front of me, which was nice. And everything came out of the case, everything came out of the glass, and it was nice to finally see these things after, you know, so long of talking to people about them and identifying, and not me personally, I'm always identifying, but, you know, helping. We had Wade and Joe, we had Ryan, we had Tim Dufresne in the past. We had all sorts of fans over the years out with facts and information about these masks, which is nice. Because as a community, you can learn a lot more. But yeah, top 3 masks though, Jesus. I don't know, this mask I can't show, so one of the very special masks is a top 3 mask. Another one is the Tag Fantastic, which is, not the best shape, but it is what it is. Another one is a Fantastic that's no longer in the background anymore. There's a pink in its place. Because I asked RJ, I says, can we sign this white Fantastic? Because I thought it was signed and it wasn't. So that's been signed, I believe, and that should be on the way back. But again, they're not. I don't know if they're the top 3. There's so many masks. There's the Resurrection mask. There's set 2 of metallics, which were the 4 colours in 2013. Yet they didn't do 4 colours in 2013. Yeah. So a set of metallics of 4 in 2013 that was never mass produced is another favourite of mine, just as a set to have a completion, you know. So I don't know. As Carrie-Ann says, it's hard to say 3 top masks. Yeah. If you're going to say anything to me, it's probably top 20 or 30 bloody masks, you know. And most of them are just because I'm not on the wrong camera here, but most of them are in the boxes behind me because I don't want them in the loft getting damp or any other problems on them. Yeah, as the glows are a favourite, you know, deluxe glows are a favourite, even though they're spotty, because the glow on him is so bloody vibrant. Same with these ones Carrie-Anne's phone, you know, this year. Another fantasy now, these ultrawhite glows, or spirit glows, or whatever they're going to get nickname in the future, you know, they're so green and vibrant, but I really, really hope the green metallic hasn't been discontinued, because that was just the right shade, and Funworld liked it, and now we can't find the damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. So yeah, it's hard to say your top 3, but yeah, it's more like a top bloody 20 or 30 for me. Yeah,
Right.
well, with the collection
Yeah,
I've got, yeah.
you just can't choose
Yeah,
three.
like the
It's
gold
impossible.
hoods, you know, you can only just see a gold hood in the background on this camera, but you know, the gold hoods are a favourite, you know, there's loads of favourites.
It blows my mind that there was at least 9 of one of those that you have back behind you
Yes,
made.
yeah. And why
Yours
9?
is
Why
the
not
only
10?
one that I've ever seen, ever.
Yeah.
Like, ever. So I'm like, where are they?
Yeah. I should have brought him over, shouldn't I, when I went to Vegas? I'm thinking, what did I
That
not
would have
take?
that would have been a real treat.
Yeah, well, there's always a next time, you see. As long as you
Yeah, you
don't
need to
mess
come
up.
and visit us on Halloween time and come and enjoy an American Halloween.
Yeah,
You need to.
yeah. Get things a bit more normal here, if possible, and then we're going to look into that. But there's also been discussion of returning to New York, possibly, I don't know. Discussion of going to
Yes.
Boston, which, again, I don't know. But yeah, let's have a look at the... What's this? Keep the gift private, Carrie-Anne. It's a gift for you, says Vince. Sammy's Horizon saying please with loads of S's. Not worth the haters. Well, there's always going to be haters in anything.
Yeah, I've learned that the hard way. They don't matter what you do. You're going to get people that complain they don't like you just because you got blue eyes and blonde hair. I mean, it really don't matter. So, I don't mean any disrespect to anybody in this chat, because if you're here because you genuinely enjoy this.
I hope so, yeah.
You know,
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean anything by it, but I mean, I've just been doing this for 3 years, and it was bad enough at one point that I just disappeared for like a year. I didn't want anything to do with anybody. I had been scammed left and right. Horrible people just talking crap about you in the community, and you wouldn't think that has a lot of weight, but it does. I lost, and it's not about followers, but it was about the fact that somebody could have that kind of influence.
Yes.
That they could take those people that you once talked to away over a simple lie. It's just petty, and so now I'm just like, I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I enjoy. If you want to watch my YouTube videos, fine. If you don't, fine. I really yeah, so
yeah. Well, look at Clive. That interview with RJ went out, and RJ called him a talented young man. He lost loads of followers as soon as that interview went out, and he says, you know what, if they're gonna go unfollow just because of that, then they're not worth following in the first place. I says, well, exactly. What's this say here? I don't have a massive collection, but I love each item for its own reason, says Vince. Sammy's Horror Zone says, I get you. Sen. Well, hello, Sen. I've not seen this name before. I've never seen a Scream film, only here because I remember Tim doing the Alfreda Zane pet videos. Are they any good? Yeah, the Scream films are very good. I'd recommend you give them a chance.
Sen, your life will be so much happier if you just watch one.
Give them a chance, Sen. You'll enjoy them. Scream, obviously start in order. Go with Scream 1, 1996. Follow on with the sequel, which is a good sequel. The third one, you'll be like, not as good as the sequel. And the fourth one, you'll be like, and it's your own decision. And Scream 5, well, yeah, let's not go on about Scream 5.
Yeah, we're going to continue.
Yeah, next, yeah, I do have a fluorescent orange Gen 2 and a special Gen 2 Tim knows about, it says Score Splitter. I've carried on about that a while now, even spooked him with the thought of retro brighting it, don't you dare. I don't care what Carrie-Anne says, retro bright, no, you don't do it. It's unacceptable, and if anyone does that to a mask, they are not a true fan. Okay, right, next.
I love it.
See, she's going to get mad now. No, retro brighting, it's always opinions. There's always opinions, and Clive will say something, I'll say something, Ryan will say something, Carrie-Anne says something. I think at the end of the day, if retro brighting's helped you mask and there's been no problems since, then fine. I have seen retro brighting on different items, like an Ecto 1 from whenever it was, and that actually went yellower afterwards of retro bright, after like a month or 2 months. It went even yellower than it originally was. But that was a different thing, it's a different plastic, so who knows. What's this say here? Love your vids, carry on, says Sammy's Horror Zone. I've been collecting 5 months now, and I have Gen 2s, a Cotton Shroud RDS, EUs, 9 different molds together. Doing well, but far off acquiring a Gen 1. I think this community is one of the best going. Matter of opinion there. Depends where you're posting, commenting and reading stuff. It can be up and down, but yeah, it's not the worst community. Dead by Daylight, that's a bad community. In many ways. Very toxic. Sen says, I will. I only started watching Breaking Bad recently. I watched the first Breaking Bad, but I'm yet to get back to it. But I've been watching Stranger Things. I'm quite like Stranger Things at the minute. Series 4, episode 8. So there's only 2 episodes. I think, yeah, 2 episodes to go. The rest of 8 and the rest of 9. What's this say? Sammy's Horror Zone. Followers do it for the love. That's what counts for the fun. Hello, fellow GhostFace lovers. Anthony Parker, I do, Mr. Parker. I know that name. But yeah, I don't know what's in that room, Carrie Ann. What can come to the camera a bit closer? I always like seeing the HHN.
Oh, I got him.
Yeah. Where'd you get that from? I wonder. It looks.
Oh, hold on. Is Jordan in here? No, he's got some now. So
yes, yeah. Jordan's got a couple, hasn't he? Yeah. Jordan got greedy. He got 2 HHNs. He's gonna go. You what? I don't know. I'm sure he was driving at some point. He was driving home from a long trip out. So I don't know if he just nipped in or not. But look at that HHN. He used to be behind me on this stream, that particular mess.
Yeah. And it's let's see.
Okay, School Splitter. You do what you want, mate. It's your mask. There you go. Signed inside. Oh yes, we know that name. We know that name. Man that picks up random masks from his collection, chucks them in boxes and sends them to fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he sends them to somebody who owns a GhostFace site, and it never arrives. Some bitch. Anyway, let's carry on.
I felt horrible posting about that thing because I thought about it after the fact.
No,
I was like, uh-oh.
it don't matter. It don't matter. It's no one's fault. It's just FedEx are robbing bastards. Or that's what it appears to be anyway. So look at that beauty. That is a nice HHN. Very sturdy.
Yeah. Nice thick mold. He straightened out a lot being in this room. This room tends to be, which is how I like it, a little bit hotter than the rest of the house. I live in a little bit of an older house, so he's the heat and just having him hanging there. He's straightened up quite a bit. He had some wrinkles and stuff in his shroud, and I hadn't done anything. He just straightened out, and
it's just slowly gone over time, hasn't it?
Yeah. So I'd like to find another one of these sometime. I really would.
Mhm.
Just
well,
I don't know, just.
RJ still has number 1 and number 250. What he ends up doing with them, who knows? I honestly think he should keep number 1 because that was his project, and 250, who knows? Yeah. And then Lindsay got 96 recently, which I had the honour of numbering. And then
I was driven on that. I was like, oh my God. She sent it to me in a message, and I about fell out of my chair. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, you got 96. Immediately, because you had told me once she decides that she wants to post about it, you'll understand immediately. And as soon as she said that, I was like, oh, for 1996. She was like, yeah.
Yeah. I kept leaving her. I kept leaving her WhatsApp messages saying this 96 because I put a new barb on it for her because a barb snapped in transit, and obviously I re-barbed it, and I says, Lindsay, I'm sorry, but I'm going to send you number 11 because I'm keeping this one. She goes, you better not, because if you do, I'm coming down here. I said, I don't care if you come down here. 96 is mine. You send me the letter of authenticity, I'll send you number 11. He's like, no, I want 96.
That was her first HHN, right? She didn't have another one before
I think it is. Yeah, I think it was her first HHN, yeah. I mean, I was only joking, but yeah, she says, if you take my mask, I'm coming down there to see you. I says, well, bring it on. She goes, I'll come. I want that mask. And I sent it back the other day with a couple of metallics that she was after before. But yeah, that's nice HHN, that one.
Let me grab the Resurrection since they're
yes.
So many similarities in my mind.
Resurrection. What are your thoughts on repairing paint on damaged or mispainted masks? I've got a few that... You know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you're going to sell it, then make a point that you've done it. But yeah, I did it once in 2017. The Devil mask had a really deep scratch in it. I had to actually sand it down and then re-prime it and respray it. And I still can't remember if it's in the box in the loft. I'm sure I kept it on purpose because it come out really good. But yeah, I think if you're doing it for the right reasons, then yeah, do it. And if you're going to sell it, then just tell them that you've done it. Or even write in the mask, just saying, yeah, repainted 2017 or whatever it is, and, you know, mouth or nose or whatever it is. Yeah.
There's so many people out there that are just doing the wrong thing. That transparency so important. I had a splotch that I had bought. It was just the mask, the shroud. Scott, is it James Scott or Scott James? Scott James.
Scott
right?
James, yeah.
He had found it at a yard sale and sold it to me. Excuse me.
Oh, measure.
Okay, I'm good.
You done?
So he had sold it, or he found it at a yard sale, and I said, hey, bud, you know, I'm looking for, you know, any extra Gen 1s. Do you have anything? And he's like, well, I got this one, but the shroud was all eaten up on it, and so I just removed it. And I'm like, okay. So I said, you know, would you sell it? He gave me, you know, a really good price on it, and I sent it straight off to Wade. Wade did such a beautiful job. And I had full intentions on writing reshrouded in it, you know, on the inside of the mouth right there, but Wade had taken care of it for me just to make sure, you know, and that's what we need in the community, is that kind of transparency, people that are wanting to do the right thing and not pass it off as one thing, you know, like I noticed, which most people will know, I noticed that a lot of people are putting white shrouds on EUs or taking 25th anniversary masks, and they're trying to make their own white shroud. You know, obviously you could tell that that's not an original one, but just for people that don't know, to make sure that that is out there open is just so important, because there's so many people out there that are wanting to do the wrong thing anymore.
Yeah, tell me about it. There's always bad that's easy to find.
Exactly.
Yeah, too easy. But look at this beauty. Oh, that reminds me of a Screen 5 EU. I know it isn't, but it's essentially, in a way, it's very similar.
Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
Wait,
what was
that?
That?
Down.
Was it number 15 or something? I can't see it.
Can you see it now?
No, we can only see little bits of it. Oh, almost. Oh, there you go. Yeah, MTV edition 15. There you go. Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, every time I see this, I'm just like, it's just so, besides, you know, the glossy mouth and you know, a few other things, the hood style, and the hood on this is, you know, you got a little bit of a flap here where it goes around, and here it's just so tiny, and it's just sewn like right up on the face up here. So. Yeah,
it's very thin fringe, as I sometimes refer to it. Yeah, and then the HHN goes over the forehead, but yeah, it's just very thin over the forehead and the sides of the mouth. And just all around the mask, innit? Yeah, it goes around to the bottom, but yeah. You know what? Both masks are beautiful. Both masks are beautiful.
They really are. They really are. So
nice HHN.
You know, I have one mask that's been in this room, and I have never had anybody question what it is.
Oh, really?
I've never showed it, but it's been on display, and nobody's ever been like, hey, what's that? So it's hard to get to, so I don't know that I'd be able to pull it down, but...
okay. What's this? What's this? Do people swap masks with each other to get the one that they wanted? Yeah, sometimes they do what they call a trade, yeah. Other times there's a trade and money, or an additional mask, or an additional item. 1980 Cog, hello, yes, good to catch your live stream. I sadly think I got scammed because I got a Tag 2017 Devil because it's been a month. I said it was sick, but I did receive my 3/2018 metallics. Wonder where the Devil is in. Appreciate that, Tim. My only fearsome had a gnarly paint defect to one of the eyes. I fixed it, looked like a normal fearsome eye. By the way, it was repainted as well. Yeah, that's okay, School Split. I'll be messaging one more time. If he doesn't send it, I'll be letting the community know. Yeah, by all means, Darky. Stranger received the others though. Hello, Worldwide Ghost, how you doing? Okay, what have you been doing, Carrie? What you got? What have you just done? What have you...
I don't have anything. I didn't know if there's anything that anybody wants to see. I got
Yeah.
hens.
You look guilty for a second there. So what's you been doing? I was looking at the chat, and then you was away, then you're back in the chair. What was the mask that gets no one asks about? Well, they're not going to ask about it if they can't see it, I suppose. But are you on about this top right corner? Or top left behind you? Yeah. Yeah. That's the acrylic case that you made when I was with you.
Yeah, and it's like impossible to get it out.
Ah, okay.
So I was like, well, do I like pull it out? Because it does need, it still gets a little bit of dust in there, even though I bought that like acrylic case for it and everything. But I have not said anything about that mask. And I was just like always super surprised that, you know, even the streams that you did here, everybody wanted to see all of this, but nobody had ever been like, what's that up there? You know? So let me see if I can get it. If I can't, I mean, it's whatever. I'll try to figure it out.
I remember you putting that in that box when I was there, and yeah, it's very, very meticulous procedure to get that mask displayed as you wanted it and positioned, and you know, just correct. But yeah, very nice mask this. EU stamp, of course.
Sorry, I gotta move slow.
You should have seen her putting this together. She was very careful, very slow, which is not a bad thing. Matt sits on my stool, yes. Everything alright, Mr. Treadway? Chap sitting on my stool. Matt sitting on my stool. Pretty pleased, says Sammy Torrazone. Yeah, she's getting it. She's getting it. Ready for the GhostFace hockey jersey. Yeah, you've been asking for that for a long time, Richie. A long time. Years he's been after that hockey jersey. Here we go.
So the only reason I'm gonna do this right now is because I gotta clean out. It's not like proof, so.
It still gets stuff in it, does it?
I won't ever probably post about this, so.
Yeah.
Anybody who watches back on this is your only chance to see it, really. But.
Okay. So this is a very special mask. Go on then, carry on. Tell them about this mask. I know about this. It's a beauty.
Okay. So as everybody can see, this is a 25th anniversary. This one's really special for a couple different reasons. This was a gift to me. Obviously, it wasn't anything that I had asked for. It was just given to me. But
it was.
You can read that. Can you read that?
On set, Scream 2022, RJ Talbot. Yep. I was meant to receive something similar. The bastard got nicked. But yes, there you go. Carry on with this one.
So it's just really honestly unique. So the timeline, so this was sent to the set, and this is all just my speculation. Obviously, I don't know the full history of this map, but it, I mean, tell me if it doesn't make any sense. So first of all, look at how thin it is. Can you guys see my hands, my fingers through there?
You can only see through the eye mesh because the glare of the white's making it brighten up.
Is it making it bright? Okay.
Yeah, it's making it like a super GhostFace. As in really ultra white EU.
Yeah, this right here is like the thinnest mask I have ever seen. It is like see-through. You can't see on the video, but it is like see-through. It's ridiculous. So this was sent to set for the new Scream 2022 movie, and if people have followed Maggie, she got one very similar to this. To my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're the only ones that have a set 25th anniversary mask.
Yeah, I do wonder about Nate's, although I can't confirm.
He did come to mind. Yeah,
yes,
he did come to mind.
I'm not sure what HUD's on is, whether it was 25th or whether it was X-Resurrection. I'd never know. But John Valeri got something from RJ as well, and I'm not sure what type is it. John Valeri's definitely looks like X-Resurrection rather than 25th. But yeah, this and yours and Maggie's definitely, similarities or similar differences. I forget Maggie's now, but yeah, there's differences that RJ can tell us, and with regards to this against the 25th anniversary store-bought or mass-produced.
Yeah, so I have a feeling that this may have been some of the test masks that
Hmm.
were made, when they were trying out to see if these,
That was it.
20
Yeah.
shirts were going to look good. That's my speculation. That's what I gather because of the timeline of when it was sent to set, opposed to when they actually started like making these before they announced them and all
Yeah.
this other stuff. So,
Hmm.
and a lot of stuff kind of sticks out to me too because how long this is so long.
Yep.
This is not like any of the regular produced 25th anniversary masks.
That's
It's
almost cryptic gauze long, isn't it? Not the same,
yeah,
but yeah, it
it's
reminds me of that lengthwise. Yeah.
like it just goes, and it's cut like kind of jagged at the bottom, like maybe it was done fairly quickly. It's extremely uneven, so you see that it's shorter
It
in the
does that.
front than it is in the back.
Yeah.
And then there's just like a cut. It's just like they split it right up the back there, really long cut, and just look at. I mean, it's just a huge hood.
Yeah. Who
It's
has a head
huge.
that big?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it would make sense to me that this was probably one of maybe the test masks, and then when they needed some for set, this was just chucked in there,
Yep.
for them to see. Now, the one that Maggie has, obviously, it's got the white or the gray on the inside.
Yep.
Mine's all black. And I did get with Maggie. I was like, hey, I said, so I did end up getting this from RJ. I was like, can you just like tell me how thin is the material on your mask? Like, is it like this thin? And she was like, no. Like, I said, can you see your fingers and things through it? She said, oh no. She's like, it's pretty normal.
Mm.
Like, the ones that are being produced. I was like, oh, okay. Except for, the gray on
Yes.
the inside of there. So, like I said, that's all my speculation. It just makes sense to me when I'm sitting there thinking about it. So
Hmm.
he chucked this in a box. I had didn't expect it. I opened it, and at the risk of sounding like a sissy, I totally cried because I'm like, who am I to get a gift like this? I had told you, I'm just like, I was in complete awe when I opened it, and he's wrote me a letter and stuff with it, and
Yes.
just super, super nice gift. And that resurrection mask that I just showed you, so that was obviously on
On
the
the set as well.
set.
Yep.
Yeah, and so that one was on the set of Scream 2022 as well. So that one has been to 2
Yeah.
sets, and this one was just on the
Uh-huh.
new movies.
That was just on
So,
set. Yeah. But
mhm.
it's still a genuine mask, a different mask, not mass produced, and yes, various differences, which again help make it more unique. Is there any more of these? I wonder. Who bloody knows? You never know what he's got in his office.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to clear that office, and he keeps saying it. But there's so much going on, which is always true with RJ. Let's check the chat here. We got some comment. What's this? Douglas says Nate has a 25th, I believe, so it's more likely a 25th rather than a resurrection. Skull Splitter, my guess is initial test run prototype. Clean black paint is a dead giveaway as well as a difference in hood, possibly. RCP Productions item during late. Do you think Asda UK will have any Scream stuff? Or do you know if the UK suppliers will stock any of the glowing dark masks? I hope they release the Asda Glow. I'm not sure. At the end of the day, Spirit Halloween are a big chain of suppliers, obviously the seasonal, and they always order a lot of stuff. And it's the same, that used to be the same with Asda. Asda used to say, right, it's Halloween time again, let's have some GhostFace, and there'd be 3, 4, 5 maybe different products. One of which was Asda Glows, of course. Only ever seen before at that time as Collector's Edition Deluxe Glow. So I don't know. With Screen 5 been and gone this year, could they order more? I've got no idea. I'm just going to keep checking Asda Direct and Asda's website on the run to Halloween. And of course, at the right time, I will be going in and I will be checking. And it's normally after that initial check that we know what it is, and then that depicts whether I go back to Asda for the next month constantly just to stock up and use them for trades. Because when they have got them, I can't help myself. I keep going back and buying more, which I used to do quite a bit when they were £3 or £4 a mask, and it was a bargain, Now they're rare masks.
Mhm.
What's this? My first was thick, the 25th, but the other two I got later from the same date were really thin. Yeah, I've heard that they're thick and thin here and there. I don't know. It's weird because the factory seemed to. You'd think the factory did everything the same, but with masks, there's always going to be variances, isn't there? And whether it's a cocky eye or a dodgy paint or, you know,
Mm-hmm.
an unfinished bottom of the mouth on the bottom of the chin. There's always these little, unfortunately, problems here and there. But yes, it's weird how some are so thin and others are like super thick. Like 2015 EU stamps with standard polished shards were almost as thick as HHNs. It's like, why? And 2016's was almost the same. Whereas 2011's were thin as paper, It was really strange how these differences in the EUs particularly, come along. But yeah, there's also many other types of masks, as we all know as collectors. They've all got these strange either defects or differences or, look at these Scream, what should I dare say, Scream 2 production masks. Or,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they were. Very thin. You put your finger behind it, you just see that fleshy tone, and you're like, Jesus, that's meant to be on someone's head. Disguising them, and you can see the colour of the flesh. But
Yeah,
that's
they're having to put on one of those
one of
the
those
hood.
mesh. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
the invisible masks, as they called it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just basically like a polyester or the mesh or whatever it was. Yeah, I've never seen one of them in real life, not yet. The mass-produced 25th mass have a few QC issues, to say the least. Yes, I wonder how some of them made it to the mass public. Well, a few of us probably wonder that with some of them, unfortunately. Carrie Ann looked through a box of them, didn't you, Carrie Ann? You was at Halloween Depot. What did you do? You got
Yeah,
a box,
they
didn't you?
were nice enough. They were nice enough to let me go through a couple of boxes that they had, and every single one of them was just littered with blue spots. I was like, no.
Second runs. Yeah, second runs.
Yeah, all of them were 2020. I said, did you get any 2021s? And they were like, no, everybody came in and bought the 2021s. I was like, Achoo.
Dylan's moaning. Tell him, Carrie Ann.
Achoo.
Bless you.
Thank you.
He says, I want one in general. Dylan's still not seen the 25th.
Really?
Yeah, I was considering sending him one.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's supposed to be getting one from you, right?
Yeah, I was going to send him one. Where is it? Let's have a look. I was going to send him one that... You remember in that... This is going to sound dodgy. You remember in that hotel room, Carrie Ann, at Golden Nugget, when we had RJ there? And I had him signing all those masks that I took just on purpose. And I was considering sending Dylan one of these here.
Uh-oh.
The stream will catch up in a minute. But yeah. This one I'm probably not going to send because it says something on the back of the header. It says, always on my mind. With RJ's signature on it. It'll come up in a minute, Carrie Ann. But yeah, I've got a couple of 25th anniversary masks with RJ's signature on the header and inside the mask. And I was considering sending one to Cutting Room Floor, aka Ponytailless Dylan. That's some bitch over in Georgia.
Always on my mind. It just came across my stream.
Yeah. And the other one on the back, it says GhostFace Lives, and then RJ's signature. And then, is it inside the back of the mouth? I think it is. Yeah. See this one, let's have a look at this one. See, this one is thick, yet I can just see my finger through it as well. This is quite thick, but I can just see the pink of my finger. Must be a couple of mil thick. So yeah, really weird how the EU quality is on first and second runs. So yeah, second run dots, first run hardly any dots, but still thin. I don't know.
I wish that when I initially put in that order last year for those 2021s, I wish I had ordered more than 2. I'm so mad at myself.
I don't,
Oh my
well,
God.
look at me, I ordered 180 of the sods and I got one of them. Yeah, they were quite the distributor's order in 2021, the most pricey item, aside from the costumes, was the 25th anniversary mask. And the actual retail or the trade price, I can't say, but I was like, that's not bad. But when you add them up, 108, God, it mounts up. And that was one of the lower orders as well. What's all this say? Well, I still have the hair, says Dylan. Yeah, I know you still got your ponytail. I'm burping because I've just had Pepsi. Excuse me. Luckily, all of mine are first run. Also, yeah, that Screen 2 production mess is the one I had slight thoughts on retro writing a year ago. I changed my name, which is the username before I carry on. I thought about sending my first one when folks started charging $200 on eBay for it, assuming I'd make a profit and just pick up a second one. Glad I didn't do that. Yeah, just keep the first one. I don't call it a production mask. Production run mask maybe, but hey, yeah. Well, you know, but I don't doubt that these things were production sort of type masks, but at the time of Scream and Scream 2 and even Scream 3, there wasn't really masks that they always sort of nicknamed production run masks. They were just masks sent to set. When Scream 4 came along, that's when it became production run mask, and Scream 5 production run mask, you know. But it was all more Scream 4 over the time. Steve Girula. I've heard that name before.
Oh, I need to quit hitting this thing. Good lord.
Uh-oh. Sorry I'm late to the party. I was hoping to get a first one. I have a 2-second one. They both have spots off the deal. Yeah, I never know what the explanation was for them spots. They were looking into it big time, and they was in contact with the factories as well. Here we go. Oh yeah, I remember these, carry on. Yeah,
these are hidden in my closet away from everything.
We told RJ about these as well, because he wanted to know about them.
I sent him some pictures. Now that I think about it, I brought them out, and I don't think that the sunlight's going to let you guys see.
Mine's okay up here, the collector sets I've got, yeah. But you got some spots on the collector set, Master. Look at that.
Yeah, I've just been keeping an eye on them, and they started out as little speckles, and they're just getting bigger.
Yeah. I sometimes think them deluxe glows I've got in the garage are getting bigger sometimes. I honestly don't know. But,
you know, you remember that Spotty Deluxe that you sent me?
Mm-hmm.
So I keep that thing away, and now, mind you, every mask that I have stays in a climate-controlled area.
Yeah.
But that one I keep at my sister's house with the rest of the masks that I don't have room for.
Yeah.
I went over to her house yesterday to go and check on it, and that thing, just since I saw it a month ago, it's got like 50 new spots, and it's got mold all over it.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh my god, like it didn't have mold on it before, the little orange.
Yeah.
And it's got a big old one, like up underneath the flap right here where the tassels go down on the cheek.
Yeah.
So I started thinking about what you did, and I asked my sister, I was like, if I hang this thing, if I pull it out of the bag, because part of me is starting to think that having it in the bag is what is making it worse. It's got no access to anything. So
okay.
I know that you were saying because
you
of
commented, didn't you? I didn't reply to it the other day, but yeah, I'm thinking of taking mine out of the bags. Yeah.
Yeah, I took mine out, and I set it up high. I put a tack on her wall in her closet, and I set it up high so that the kids don't pull at it or play with it or touch it or look at it.
Look at it, yeah. Breathe on it.
Stay away. And so I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna start checking on it and see if it continues to get any more spots, or if whoever this gentleman is, that just his miraculous.
Stefan. Yeah, he's in Norway. Yes. Yeah, he had a spotty Wes Craven sign mask. Left it in the back room, forgot about it, and then it wasn't spotty. I was like, what the hell? And he showed me pictures before and after. And then he showed me even better, because pictures can be doctored, not that he would, but he then showed me on a webcam chat. He says, oh, this is it. And there was nothing on it. I was like, where the hell have the spots gone? How did you do that? It's like, whoa. I hung it in the back room and left it there. I was like, that's all you did? He goes, yeah. There's no treatment, no chemicals, no nothing. I was like, how the hell has that done? Spotty teenager mask to
it's
non-spotty.
Weird, and it's the same thing with these 2021s opposed to 2022 25th anniversaries. I'm sure that there's nothing really all that. I mean, obviously there's something different because now there's spots on the 2022s, but I'm like, what is really the difference between? Is it, the mask material that's having a reaction? Did they change something up for this new bat? I mean, they had to have, but I'm just like, the material on the shroud between the two, it looks exactly the same. So why are these new ones getting spots? I don't.
The suspicion was, as I more recently heard, was that there was a possibility that the threads, I don't know why, but the threads that holded the shroud to the mask were a different colour from black. So what they did, apparently, this is not 100% confirmed yet, but it's definitely thought that the threads were a white thread that held the shroud to the mask. They didn't want the thread to be white or whatever colour it was, I forget now. I've got a message somewhere about this. And they dyed the thread. So the thread got dyed and then basically got added to the mask. And it is thought, after seeing definitely pictures online as well, that something in the dye of the thread that held the shroud to the mask wasn't good and then reacted with the PVC or the latex, whatever it's called these days, of the EUs. This then called what we saw as the blue spots, and there was a definite really good picture somewhere online of one of the groups where you could literally see dot 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 all the way round this inside out mask of all the way round the stitching. It was just spotted, yeah, all the way round the top of the mask, around the sides of the mouth, everywhere the stitching was, there was just dot 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 dot. It was like dot to dot on the inside of a mask, and it was definitely thought, yeah, it was the dye that they use for the stitching for the thread, not the shroud itself.
How the set mask is.
Yeah, yours is similar. The one I refer to online, I forget what group it's in, but literally it's just dotted all the way around, and it's double dots where it's gone, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Right. And it all the way around. I was like, God, that's a perfect example. These images were sent to Funworld, they were sent to RJ, they sent to Frank, sent to Brand Enforcement, and they was like, yeah, we're looking into this because we're not happy. And of course, fans wasn't.
Actually sent this mask back to RJ.
Yeah, it did go back, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you said to him, don't not send it back to me. I want it back. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I had to write him a long old note. I'm like, please. I was like, please give me my mask back. So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy. It's all the way around, just like you're saying with the stitching.
Mhm. And RJ had said as well. He said, "Oh, when I had that mask, there was no problem. As soon as it went out to carry on, there's spots. What the hell's going on?" I was like, I don't know. I says, I tell you what now, Carrie Ann doesn't put spots on masks, and she'd never want spots on masks. You need to have her send it back to me. So that's what you did, and then you said to him, didn't you, please don't keep it, I want it back again, no matter what the problem is. I was
afraid, because he felt horrible that it ended up having that happen to it, because it's like it's a set mask, and I was like, I just had to write him a nice letter, and I was like, look, I don't want you to like think that this was like me complaining about it or whatever, because you had said something to him. I said, can I please, defects or not, just please send me this mask back. Like, I was like, I love it too much, and he did, so I was very grateful.
I said to him, I says, RJ, I says, you've really pissed off Carrie Ann. What do you mean? I says, you've really angered Carrie Ann. What have you sent her? What do you mean? What's the matter? I was like, she's angry with you, she's got a spotty mask, what the hell are you sending it? What do you mean she's got a spotty mask? What mask? And I said, oh, I'm only joking.
I had to message him. I was like, don't you listen to Tim? I was like, I did not. He was just giving you a hard time.
No, I wound him up a bit. He winds me up, the little swine. So I sent him something a while ago, and he comes on the Zoom call. So this boxes you sent? I was like, yeah. Is there nothing in it apart from packaging materials? I says, come on. He says, is there nothing in it apart from packaging materials? I says, tell me you're winding me up. And he goes, yes. I says, oh, for God's sake. So, yeah, he made out there was nothing in the box apart from Amazon paper and, like, bubble wrap. And I was like, don't tell me that. I says, don't tell me the box, because there's another one where the box had split. It says, I got nothing in this. Is this a joke? I was like, come on. And he goes, it's a good job I'm joking. I was like, yes. I says, RJ, you son of a bitch. And he goes, what did you say? But yeah, he likes to have a joke now and again. I was like, that ain't funny. I said, you can't say that. I think it's when I sent the Fantastic in as a reference for the sideshow figure. So I have no mask and just a box. I was like, you got to be joking. He's like, yes, I am. I was like, oh, for God's sake. So yeah, he's done that a few times in the past, and I think the last time, after the sideshow figure reference, he says, okay, I'm going to send you stuff. I sent him other masks to be signed, and I think Face of Fear, one of his books. I sent him something, or we put a Face of Fear book in that he'd signed. It was something like that. But I ended up with, like, the Tag Fantastic, my other Fantastic that's normally in place of the pink in the background, which is a replica tag. And, yeah, there's a couple of other bits. I said, oh, can you please just sign everything? He goes, okay. And unbeknown to me, he lost the fantastic white mask, but he didn't click on it, lost it. So he sent all
Oh.
this stuff back I'd sent, along with a book and some other things as an extra. And unfortunately, all down the box on the side, it had completely split. And everything was bubble wrapped by his assistant, and then basically, sealed and then just placed in the box. But they come in this massive split with FedEx, of all people. I was like, FedEx are normally better than this at the time. And I says, RJ, I've got a box there. Oh, you got it? Okay. Are you happy? Do you like the contents? I was like, well, yeah, but where's the fantastic? He said, what do you mean? I says, where's the fantastic? I've got everything else, but no fantastic. I says, was it put in the box? Do you know what's happened? Let me get back to you. I was like, oh, no. And yeah, I was sending him pictures, up close, nose shots, mouth shots, eye shots, just anything I could send to him to make sure it was the proper mask that he's looking for. About 3-4 days later, he come back. My assistant's been looking and we found the mask. Oh, for God's sake. I says, where was my mask?
I'd have died.
Oh, I says, where was the mask? I was really, he was, as soon as he knew it was lost, he was phoning me up. He says, oh, I feel so bad. Have you really lost your fantastic? I goes, well, it's not here. I says, where is it? I says, you know what, I'm going to look in my office. I says, well, yeah. He says, you're not winding me up. I goes, no, I'm not winding you up. Because he joked with me in the past. I says, no, I'm serious, RJ. It's not here. I says, I'm gutted because that was my only fantastic at the time. My only white fantastic. And, of a splotch at least. And, yeah, he come back these days later. And the first thing I got was his assistant messaged me with a picture. Says, is this your mask? I said, that's my mask. That's my mask. I says, yes, that's the one. I says, please send it back as soon as possible. Yeah, I says, send it back as soon as possible. She goes, don't panic, it's coming. And it turned out that he still has it to this day. He had a mini refrigerator in his office, and it had somehow been put on top of the refrigerator and eventually fell down the back of it. And so when my stuff got boxed, it was nowhere in sight, so he just boxed up all the rest of it. And yeah, I was so gutted that I'd lost my fantastic. And then, yeah, when the picture comes saying, is this your mask? I was like, yeah, finally, it's going to come back. And when it finally come back, I sent him a picture. Says, here we go, it's back where it belongs. I put the replica tag back on it, it's hanging up again. He goes, let me guess, you're never going to send me that mask. Yeah. He says, yeah, you're never going to send me that mask again, are you? I goes, no. I says, I'd send it if you really need it. I said, depends what you need it for. I says, but yeah, and even then I didn't get the bloody thing signed. So that's gone back. That has been signed now, and it's probably on the way back to me. But yeah, it's just whatever I can get signed while I can, because I don't know when he's going to retire. Right, let me check the chat. Let's have a look. What's this? Oh, this is why I don't own any of the collector's edition. Says I changed my name, which is, yeah, a fair point. Because that can spread, and it's not nice if it does. I'm dying for one of those too. Will those be out this year? Will what be out this year? Those wonderful, wonderful things. Glad I didn't get any of those. I'm missing what we was catching up with here. I don't have the room or patience to keep a mask in quarantine. Yeah, it is a bit painful when you got a mask that's got them spots. It's got to be the climate there, says Jordan. My blue dots on my 2 different masks haven't gone worse. Luckily my 25th and 25th collector sets are all blue free, which is nice. Steve Derula, the spots on my second ones don't seem to have grown or gotten worse since I got them, but I keep them both tucked away in the closet. Skull Splitter says the mould grows due to exposure to humidity. My first Magento has the red mould. Oh dear. Yeah, I know that one. What's this? That may explain it. I have a dehumidifier running in the room next to my collection. That's not a bad thing. Norwegian Scream, Mr. Stefan. Yes, this is the chap that has the mask that was spotty and no longer spotty. Must be the clean hair in the cold northern Norway, maybe. Makes sense because you did see that on Stitched one. It was definitely from the stitching. Yes. I'd really love to get RJ's autograph on the 25th anniversary mask. Well, send it in then. Send it in, Steve. People have asked this recently, said, look, should I get stuff signed by RJ? Do I have to ask him? Don't have to ask him anything. All you got to do, get the address off the Funworld website, put on the top of it for the attention of RJ Torbett, send it in, put a note inside what you want him to do. Sign the mouth, sign, whatever it is. Sign a bit of paper next to it, I don't know. Sign the header, whatever you want, tell him. And then he'll send it back. And sometimes he puts extras in, other times he just sends back whatever it's, been sent in for signing. So don't be afraid, just send in. And thankfully he doesn't get bombarded too much, so it's always doable for him to sign it. Whereas it's not like thousands of masks go each week, it's just, fans send them in a steady stream, thankfully. Right, what else are we going to do? I don't know, I've got this, should send this to Carrie Ann, she's seen it in real life. I've got the bag with the handmade by robots inflatable in. You remember that, Carrie Ann? That's one big son bitch, isn't it?
It is. That thing took forever to blow up, too. We was all just sitting there like...
Come on, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, small little pump on it. Small little fan. But it went up, didn't it? It went up, and... I think I remember saying to RJ, it's something like, I can unplug it now. I was like, no, it has to stay on. I was like, what? I was like, I'm not going to leave that plugged in all night, not the hotel. But, yeah, it was okay.
Nightlight.
Yeah, nightlight, bloody hell. I don't know what's in the bottom of that thing, but it rolls about, so I don't know. Hey, we got Jamil in the chat. He's not been here since, last time he's been here. Quite a while. Screen Fan 2008. Here we go. Do you know why there are 2021 manufactured 8 Brandon James masks? I thought they were discontinued in 2019. I wouldn't know, actually, Screen Fan 08. Blowjob mask is not my interest. Brandon James mask is not my interest, personally.
No, you got it right the first time.
Yeah, blowjob mask. Yeah, but no offence to you personally, but no, I'm not sure. It's a good question. At the end of the day, look at the zombies as another example. They've been in and out different years. There's been the odd year when they didn't appear, which was 2019, and all of a sudden they're back again. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's the same reasons. Maybe it could just be demand and people asking to order them again. Maybe someone's rewatched the series and, a shop wants to get some in for people to buy. I don't know what it is. Jamil, hello. Just popping in very quickly on a tea break, saying hi and bye, because I got work, but I'll try and catch up on the next bit of time off. Hoping to get a mask or two in the mail soon. Ah, yes, Jamil. I've still got your sparkle costume here, mate. It's been here since, bloody hell, when they sent it me. Same, I've still got Dylan's as well. And then I've got 2 for myself, and then the other 2 have gone out to the people that reserved them. Okay, I think we're okay with the chat. We're caught up. Nothing else you was going to put on Skype video, Carrie Ann? I can't remember now. Trying to think what else you had. It was we've seen the chromes, the ultras, the ultra glows, the kids masks, the devils, the decoration, the pajamas. What else have we seen? The resurrections.
The tree hanger thing.
That's it, tree, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
We're good for now.
I mean, RJ commented on my Twitter and said that there's more to come, so keep your eyes out. I'm like, well,
I think
this is always a really expensive time for me, and I'm sure anybody, but so because I gotta pay for gas going back and forth.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss out,
Yeah.
So I want to keep going into these stores and stuff, and I do every chance I get. So.
Yeah, as you say, you don't want to miss out, but it was originally said on the interview and since the interview as well by RJ that the 25th are not finished and the EUs will be back. So I wonder if some of the more to come is more 25th anniversaries, because it was said that they were doing more. But again, people watching stream or even later when they're not live, don't quote me on that, but it could be a possibility. And he did say the sparkle hoods are not finished. So, as he says in Screen 1, we're not finished yet. So, keep your eyes open. And maybe that big gap in the spirit that Carrie Ann saw in her store, maybe that's for some 25th to return, but we don't know for sure. I wouldn't mind if it was just EUs.
Somebody had kind of brought up a good point that it was like, well, if it's 25th anniversary, why are they continuing to produce them after the 25th anniversary, you know, because then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
the Crohn's. So I never, once somebody had said that, it kind of dinged in my head. I'm like, you know what? That's right. You know, why?
True. What
You
I
think
said
that
to
they would
RJ
just,
in the interview, just take the branding off, you know? Have it as a
yeah.
special release, because they know damn well that EUs are in demand. They know damn well they sell as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
so just take the branding off. That will also depict what year it is just on its own, even without a manufacture date, if you know, but they're going to have the date on anyway. And yeah, it makes them more collectible as well. So they can say, well, we've got the 2021s that were the anniversary, then we've got the 2022s that was not the anniversary, but still a decent mass, still a sparkle hood, still an EU stamp. Yeah. But we'll see, won't we? We'll see. But I hope they come back. Right.
So, well,
Okay, carry on.
unless anybody wants to see anything else in this room, y'all have probably seen all this stuff a billion times. It ain't nothing. I don't have my storage here like I used to at my house years ago. So
Yeah.
I bring my most favorite stuff to sit in here, and I keep some stuff in a tote in my closet right here. The things that I just like to pull out and look at like a creep, and then move on.
Yeah. That's the stream, carry on. Say to him, look, she's drinking from the jar again. That's it. That's a report.
I'm all gone now. So Dylan can shut up now.
That's dodgy.
But I'm still gonna touch my hair. I'm still gonna touch my hair.
Dylan will be commenting soon.
Yeah.
Skull Splitter forgot to mention the 2022 Zombie as the newer French vanilla creamier type smell. So I suppose all of the new run does. Maybe.
I just ordered 2 of those.
Yeah.
I just ordered, because Crypt Keepers, he put them on sale. They went from like $20 a piece to $14.95. So I went in there and I bought 2 of them, and I just put in a footnote.
Yeah.
Because some people have been getting 2021s, and then some people are getting 2022s. So I just put in there, if you have the stock and you wouldn't mind, could you just make one of them a 2021 and then the other a 2022?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be picking up, Caleb had 5 2011 zombies recently. So I went and picked up 2 more of those. I'm supposed to be, I'm going to pay him tomorrow so that he can ship them the next day.
Is that Caleb Durham? Yeah, I think I met him at Monsterpalooza, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got 2 of those for me. He's got 3 more left, but you just don't normally see the 2011s. That's my favorite zombie, is 2011.
2011, yeah.
Yeah, so I just like the lighter colors and how much gold they put in them. I think it's so pretty how they came. So,
2
very... It's got them for sale.
2 zombies recently appeared out of RJ's collection that went to particular fans, and they were very, very, very deluxe hooded zombies, not like the deluxe that we saw in 2011. And yeah, they were nice. I always liked personally the black and red 2010 zombies, just because it was the introduction of them, and we had the stiff hard mould and we had the soft non-lines on the back of the chin mould, and I always liked the variants. A lot of people used to hate them at first and say they had a shit smear on the mouth where the yellowy brown mark said, "No, I like these, but I don't like the shit smear." I was like, the shit smear? So you can't call it that. That's what they used to call them.
Just like look at it like, you know what, let's just do.
Yeah.
We'll just put one right in there. I'd always looked at them like, that don't make no sense. Like, why? But
is that why?
I mean, it's just cool how they vary, you know.
I can't reach me zombies, but yeah.
I was in my box because, like I told you, I was at my sister's, so I went through a couple of my boxes yesterday, and I have one just dedicated to zombies. And so I opened up this big old tote, and I was going through them, and my sister's looking down, and you know, she don't know this stuff, and she's looking down, she's like, why are they all such different colors? And I was like, what? She was like, look at them. This one's all like dark and gray, and then this one's kind of white, and this one's like this and that. She's like, why they can't just make them the same color? I'm like,
variances because it's a complicated type, that's why.
So the 2011s and the 2014s so far are my favorite color schemes. The 2014s, they kept that whiteness that the 2011s had, but they just added a little bit more, like in the cracks and stuff, a little bit darker.
A bit more detail,
Yeah, so pretty cool. Always like zombies.
Yeah, like that with Skelly Face as well. The first run Skelly Faces were more detailed, a lot more black in the cracks. 2018 Skellyface, there's hardly any black in the cracks, and it just didn't look right. But yeah,
Yeah.
look, again, variances. What's this say here? Sammy's Horror Zone, thanks, appreciate every stream. Steve Giroula, I went to Spirit early, they had nothing for Ghostface masks. The stores in Canada are a few weeks behind the US on getting stock. Think about us, we don't get nothing for another month. Same goes for the 2022 Scary Movie mask. I don't mind that at all, to be honest. Well, the smells, yeah. Remembering the original run of Zombie smelling like dry chocolate, says Norwegian Scream Stefan. Dry chocolate?
That's a very specific smell.
This is very specific, so I'm going to go find one of mine now. Let's see if I'm going to lick it and get some Bourneville off it.
Yeah, it's not dry anymore. It's wet chocolate now.
Yeah, it'd be damp chocolate, some of them.
Yeah, there you go.
The newer Zombie I have kind of looks like the special one you had painted up. I never thought I'd ever own a Zombie. Yeah, this one in the background, you can only just see on the small camera. That's a Frank McGovern painted that to the what he calls the Scream 4 specification. Standard polished shroud, soft mould actually, not a hard mould. Hard moulds are more common in 2010. Soft moulds are harder to find, but yeah, this was a particular paint style he did, and he said he loves doing them. So if anyone's got a Zombie 2010, 11, whatever, and you want it painted to Scream 4 spec, maybe inquire, and I say inquire, with Frank McGovern on Instagram and just see if he's up for doing it. Whether he charges, I don't think he does. He didn't charge me, but I did send him something as a thanks. A bit later on, me and Clive got him a Skellyface that was chromed, and Clive filled in all the cracks with black, and it looked really nice. I said, Frank, we think you should have this because you created Skellyface, and he loved it. But, yeah. I ordered the Zavi Royal Bubbles chrome figure. I haven't done that yet, you know, I need to do that. But I have an extra because my first payment through PayPal didn't go through, but it did. Oh, see, Darky, I might have to give you a nudge on that because I haven't ordered one yet. Also, the Scream 2 Steelbook was on Zavi. I'm not sure if that's sold out, but I might have done. That looked really nice. Okay. Right. We'll come to an end then, carry on.
I do believe so.
Thank you for coming on.
Y'all make me tear up the room. There's mess everywhere.
You're like the end of my stream sometimes. You've got mess to clear up afterwards.
Yes,
it is. Yeah, you got this mask out, that mask out, a peg of masks off, and yeah, you like got to put all these back now. It takes about 10 minutes. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming back, Carrie, and thank you for showing us the new items from Spirit and 2022 mask basically. But yeah, we will catch up again soon in future. All right, but yeah, thank you. Say say thanks to Clint for popping on earlier with the bloody dog. I can't remember the name of the damn dog now. I added him. Raylan. Of course it is. Yeah.
I couldn't believe he came in here because he's very much recluse-like. He
I know.
popped his little head. I thought he was just going to tell me he was going somewhere, and then he just like smiled, gave this big old grin, and he's like tiptoeing. I'm like, you ain't gonna come in here, and he did.
And then he brought the dog on for a second appearance.
Like, hey, check him out. Yeah, my little Chawa.
Yes, Mr. Ray. All right. Well, we'll see you soon, Carrie Ann. I'll be in touch about trade and, you know, box to send there, box to send here, etc. Don't worry about that. We'll sort it out. But until next time, I'll see you soon, okay?
All right. You guys take care. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Carrie Ann. See you later.
All right. Bye.
There you go. There we go. What's this? When are they making GB flag mask? Who knows? I refuse to buy the patriotic mask until it can battle the British version. Who knows if they're going to do that? I mean, the fact there's a Pride, the fact there was a pumpkin even made, bloody hell's a miracle. Stop the War Ukrainian masks, they are very rare. Trust me, not a lot of them were made, so if you see them, grab them. Not a lot made of the Stop the War mask, not a lot made of Pride either, so again, whether you love or hate it, grab them while you can. If you see a Pride or Ukrainian, buy, because they will. They will, look at the right camera, they will be rare very soon. Very rare. Facts, I can't divulge figures, but yes, Ukrainian, Stop the War, Pride. Not so much the pumpkin, but yeah, them other two. Get them while you can. If you've not pre-ordered Mad About Horror, get on it, because there are not going to be many of them about. So, love or hate the plastic mask, or the Ukrainian, or the Pride, get while you can. Honestly, I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I'm going to have a word with Mad About Horror, see if I can get a couple, which I'm sure I can. But yeah, get them. The only Pride Ukrainian I've got are still the samples. I've got to go back. But yeah, not many at all. Very disappointing numbers on those with mass retailers. They just didn't have the interest. Again, retailers messing us up. Right. Yeah, thank you, Douglas. Good to see your name in the chat again. We do need a catch up, definitely. But yes, I shall count myself out like I normally do. Make sure that I don't get chopped. If you've not been watching Nate Reagan's videos lately, have a look at his, because they obviously, with the help of Corey Hirsch and Nick Meese, they managed to find out what shoes were used in Scream 1 for the killer boots, which are actually Boks, B-O-K-S. He did a small update the other day, but anyone not seen that, Nate's latest videos, go and have a look, because it's very interesting. Aside from that, it's just gone past midnight here. We'll see you soon. We're going to count out like I always do, as I say. And we'll see you all later. Thanks for watching and tolerating. But there you go. We've seen some decent maths, had a good chat. And we'll see you again soon.